different
I'm
direction.
coming for
and
you,
I said
Callum.
he was not going to be leaving.
Oh, I'm coming for you, Callum. Once I get this camera working, boy, I'm coming for you. Callum says he's going to phone in. We'll stop that video with Catherine Boyle, and we're going to speak. But my camera's not working, so I can't get to him just yet.
Better be good, Callum.
Better be good, Callum. So we stopped everything, Callum.
That's my moment,
We're going to get it, Callum. Where's this camera gone? If I do that.
on the floor.
What? No, this camera. The main camera. Why isn't that working? Coming for you, Callum. Just need to get this camera working, Callum. Why does this not work? That goes there. That goes there. That comes there. Coming for you, Callum. Coming for you, Callum. Just need to get this working. I might have to turn the stream off and on again, guys. Maybe
Is it Callum's fault?
It's Callum's fault. Come on, Callum. All right, I want to add video capture. Hang on, Callum. Coming for you, mate. You said he's going to call in.
See about that.
Coming for you, Callum. I'm an Australian listener. I couldn't give a shit, Callum. You said you're going to call up. You got blocked on Twitter, I suspect, for being a bell cheese. So, but I've got to say, I can't get this camera to work. So just everyone chill out for a minute. Elgato.
You can do it right now, please.
Thank you. I've added some new things to the stream, and this may have buggered up everything. Oh, well, the camera's not working. Okay, all right, everyone, nobody?
The violin.
I come.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Callum, I'm coming for you. Swear to God, but I just need to get this camera working first. Why won't this work? It worked earlier. Why did I use it earlier? I might not have used it. Oh, I know why. No, that's there. Right, okay.
I come.
Okay. That's that camera. Right, okay.
Okie dokie. Hang on.
Turn the big light off, please.
No, I can't at the moment.
Why?
I need to get this camera to work. Why has it done that? Coming for you, Callum. To screen. Why is it doing that, man?
Custom. Coming for you, Callum. It should be that. What the hell? Oh, it's just taking a photo of me. Here we go.
Here we go. I'm coming for you, Callum. Transform. Fit to screen. I am. What is that? I put that there.
Here we go.
Coming for you, Callum.
You better be ready.
Coming for you, Callum. Why are all those there? Coming for you, Callum. Phone number. Daytime friends. I'm coming for you, Callum. Swear to God. There we go. Here we go. Right. Light can go off. Mr. Chat, is Callum still there? Or is he buggered off? We might not even be streaming. I don't actually know what's going on here. Why can't I? Right.
I come.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, you're talking about an echo. Jesus, I'm trying to get the picture to work, you muppets. Right, Skype, and Callum's going to Skype in. Because Callum doesn't like it when we slag off Talk Radio. Okay, I don't like it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, Callum, let's wait for your call. Callum, we are ready. Here we go. This is, hello, Callum.
I come.
Is this Callum? Right, what do you want?
I just want to say that it kind of makes me cringe when you're slagging Tor Radio.
Well, you've said that already. You said it already. So what? I couldn't care less. I will slag off. I will slag off a racist organisation that treated me badly. I'm sorry if you've got a problem with me being rude about my former employers who treated me badly. Shut up! I'm speaking. I'm sorry you've got a problem, non-subscriber, with me speaking ill of my former employers, which has become extremely right-wing since I left. But that's tough. It's nothing really to do with you. Now, about the blocking on Twitter. Why did I block you?
I don't know, mate. You tell me.
You tell me. Because you know.
I have no idea.
I guess it's because you're a prick.
No, I am the tattoo guy.
The what?
Tattoo guy.
Who's the tattoo guy?
I don't know.
Who's the tattoo guy? Got trigger happy there. What did you say? Got trigger happy.
Hello there.
Who's the tattoo guy?
The tattoo guy on Twitter.
Well, I don't know what that means. Is that your name?
I've got tattoos all over me, and
Right. There's quite a few people on Twitter with tattoos.
well, I basically, I don't know why you blocked me, but you did.
Yeah. I bet should we go and have a look?
Yeah, go and have a look. Yeah.
When did I block you?
It was about 2 months ago now.
2 months ago. Right.
That's
Jesus.
it, yeah.
Okay. So what's your Twitter handle?
It'd be Callum
Yes.
T
T.
4.
4.
Yeah, the 4's the A in the Taylor.
Right.
That's it, yeah.
The Callum T4. Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on.
yeah, the A is a 4.
Right. So Callum, telling me what your Twitter name is.
It's Callum Taylor, and the A, which is usually an A, is a 4.
Okay, so it's not any of those. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap you there. It's just this guy's getting on my nerves. Taylor. Right. Okay. Oh,
Go on, take a look, mate.
I will take a look. Right. So let's have a little. What we do is we paste this and we go for.
I've been meaning to tell you, I got this feeling that won't subside. I look at you and I fantasize. You're mine tonight.
Oh, it's because you were talking bollocks.
What about?
I don't need to tell you that. I can see why I blocked you.
Come on, mate. You know I didn't say anything wrong.
You were talking
Now you're
bollocks.
About what?
You were talking bollocks.
Do you want me to sing an 80s song for you to cheer you up?
No, I want you to go away because I think you're an idiot and I'm going to block you in the chat as well. I don't like you.
Oh, don't you dare!
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to email Talk Radio tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
And
Okay.
don't you dare!
This guy's thick. Okay, thanks for your call.
Oh, don't leave me.
Just ban him in the chat. I did like the style there.
What's Talk Radio going to do? Sack us?
He's doing a thing. I liked his style there, but I'm gonna block him.
I thought he was a bell end on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a knobber. He's a knob on Twitter. He's a knob here, so we're gonna block. There we go. Done. Welcome to the show. Here we go. Everybody now, come along, baby, and sing along. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I found the Lord of Pain. Dog blood, overheard, nipple twist, rug bud, being a blood, me and Stephen Guttenberg, liar, in the lake of fire. Oh, Satan, can you hear us? We are on our way. I just love ourselves today. Satellite ways.
It is?
I snapped at you, and I'm sorry. It's because he was getting on my wick. But I snapped at you. We always hurt the ones we love. I don't love her.
Don't you dare.
Welcome to the show, the late night. The microphone is on. Everyone just stop being a dick.
That's a good tip for life.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. The late night alternative Tuesday Club. It's Tuesday. Each show has got a theme now. Tonight is Tuesday Club. A bit spiritual. A little bit spiritual tonight.
Yeah.
So I thought several things. One, I've done something here. When people subscribe, can someone subscribe for us, please? Because I've done something that I might live to regret. Can anyone just subscribe? Thank you, Sticks McGee, for the scub.
For the scub?
The scub.
We love a scub.
Can someone else just subscribe, please, so we can see what I've done? Doesn't matter if it's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or it's an Amazon Prime. Just, we go.
I could come.
Oh, isn't that nice?
So when someone subs, it seems to, and I don't know what the echo is for, but it says I could come. When
Is that what they're
someone subs.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, iAppDucks. So it says, I don't know why there's an echo, but I was tinkering around today, right? I was tinkering around. So when someone subs, and it may only be on this shot.
I could come.
Thank you. It's not, okay. So I think it may only be on this shot. I might need to add it on other
We'll try different shots.
shots.
See what happens.
I might need to add it on other shots. But, well, the echo isn't meant to be there, Mandy. I don't know what the echo is doing there. If I get rid of that, that won't get rid of it, but I can get rid of you because we don't need you. Remove. Oh.
I could come.
Okay, I have no idea why it's doing an echo. I have absolutely no idea, but it is, okay?
I could come.
Is it because it's double Daniel with these double books?
No, it should be... So it's sub, so it should be... Right, can someone... do it?
I could come.
I have no idea why it's echoing, but it is echoing, which in some ways it makes it even greater, right? So that's the first thing I've added to the show. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Anne.
Why are we frozen in time?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Now what's going on? What's wrong with this camera?
I think we've broken the space-time continuum
Oh, man.
again.
We've frozen, everyone. You haven't frozen. What has happened here? Imagine if we were holding this for that long.
We could do it. We've got the skills.
I do not know. If I add, I'm going to have to add a video capture device again. Add that.
Let me just, while no one's looking, I'm going to hoy my dress down.
Okay, no one can see us. Add new source. So, Elgato 2. Let's turn the heating off while we do this because it's hot. It's going to be a good show tonight.
Oh, I saw an electric blanket in Tesco today, single, mind, for £20. Very nearly got one.
You should have got one. I've got electric blankets. Got a new duvet coming. £180 duvet from John Lewis because it's bloody freezing in my bed.
I'm going to get one tomorrow, I've decided.
Okay, so then we want to add that. And that isn't moving. We may have to stop the stream. Refresh. I don't know what is going on. This is spooky.
Right,
This is spooky.
we're back.
Well, we're back, but for how long we don't know.
Well, do we ever know?
So two things I have added. Tonight is not a great night to be testing your Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi, Daddy Dino. Not when we're having issues.
No.
I have I've added two things to the stream, right, to make us better, to make us better. Right?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching a lot of people, and so if someone subs, it plays Milky Daniel saying I could come, right? The second thing I've done. These are the only changes I've made that make me think that maybe there's something going on. The second thing I've done is I've added text to speak.
What does that mean?
It means if someone, I don't really know how it works, but if someone pays 1,000 bits, a computer will read out their message. We're on your screens now.
What if it's a dodgy message?
Well, I'm hoping we get to censor it before it happens.
Yeah, because you know what this lot like.
So we're just going to leave it as it is. The mods filter them do that. Right.
Good. Okay, good.
1,000 is very high, Gemma. We could, because here's the thing, we got guests on. I know I don't trust you.
And that's why we put it at such a high price.
We've got guests on tonight. We've got Will Varley's coming on to flog some pictures. And who else we got at 9:30?
Thomas and Nick from Fume Chat, which is a podcast about fragrances.
It's going to be nice, right? So Tuesday Club is like a little bit chatty, a bit chilled. We're going to expand our minds and our nasal cavities, right? But so if I put it for 100 bits, everyone will go, oh, this guest is rubbish. Oh, I'm going to come and kill you. I'm going to shove a pine cone up your bum, right?
I could come.
Don't know why that echoes, right? Why would that echo? It doesn't echo anywhere else.
Thank you for the gift subs. Oh, yes.
No.
I come.
Thank you. Oh, yes, we can. Thank you. And Cluster, thank you very much indeed. That's appreciated. Right, so Barry Pickles is donating 1,000 bits.
So what's going to happen?
I come.
No refunds, by the way. No refunds.
Let me just look and see if as a mod I get any.
He said, beep boop, I am a robot. But then why isn't that...
Cancelled Brexit.
Right. Everyone just calm down. He's not saying I am Khan. He's saying I could come. So, please.
I've just seen how many unban requests we've got.
Go on.
So when we finished last night, we had 10 from
Yeah.
4 when we started.
Yeah.
13.
Holy Jack, it's going to be a good show on Friday.
Beep, I am a robot.
But why is it echoing for you, right? Is it echoing for you? Did that echo for you? Yes. Right, we're going to dig deep. We are going to dig deep and we are going to find out why the hell is that echoing. Now, how did I do it? Oh, I know why.
Why?
I know why. I know why.
I could come.
Well, that was nice, wasn't it? I reckon if I get rid of that, I don't think it will echo now.
Well, we'll soon find out.
We don't know. That wasn't sorted. That was not sorted. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're going to get Skype up. What a start to the show.
Oh,
What
so
a
good.
start to the show. It's a spirit.
I could come.
There, it's back again. Shorty, thank you. So let me just check the windows, right? That's my emails. That is something. That is Patreon. That's the other email. That is Dropbox gone. That is JPU Records. That is Talk Forum. That is Virtual NA. That is Word. That is Abicare. That is Word. That is Word. That is Word. That is Twitch, but it's muted. That is Twitch, but it's muted. That is Twitch, but it's muted. So where the hell is the echo coming from?
Mysterious.
So it's not... Oh, it could be.
Go, test.
It's that. It's going to work now. It's going to work.
You sound very confident.
I know it will work. Someone sub. It's going to work. Great way to get subs.
I know, it's excellent.
These idiots are falling for it.
I know. The old 1, 2.
It's going to work now. It is. I guarantee it will work. Here we go. That was a follow. That was a follow, not a sub. That was a follow.
It's not the same.
That's not the same. I got excited. All right. Okay. So someone needs to. Can I gift a sub? Here we go.
I could come.
Oh! That was worse. Where is that coming from? It's coming through the desktop.
Mm-hmm.
It's playing twice in the desktop. What a start to the stream.
I mean, it's very exciting.
What a start.
This is the kind of high octane, seat your pants drama that you've subscribed for, if you have subscribed.
It's coming through the desktop, right? It's coming through the desktop.
I could come.
Oh, do you remember that lovely lady that we raided last night?
Yeah.
She's in the chat.
Oh,
it's not
no,
always like
she's-
this. It's not always like this.
Oh no!
Please.
Nico-chan. Thank you for being so lovely to our raid. If you want to Skype us, TLNA, you'd be very welcome. Can we get a shout out for just Nico-chan, who we raided last night?
Big up yourself.
And she sent us a very lovely tweet today, and she's now come to see it. She's gone. I'll go and check out those British guys.
I don't remember speaking like that, but
I'll
okay.
go and check out the British guys, and we'll have a little look, see how those guys do it over there. They're professional.
Poorly
And it's this.
is the answer.
And then it's this. It's this. Thank you, just Nico-chan. It was a really great raid stream last night. Thank you. This is normally...
Oh, slick.
I was going to say slicker. It's not actually. This is quite a smooth one for us. This is quite a smooth
She
one.
doesn't know that, though. You're supposed to say, oh, slick. Normally, that.
You guys were so nice. I'm glad. Well, thank you. If you want to come on at any point, the Skype is open. But I
would say it will get good in a minute, but it'll get a bit better.
I need to know where the echo is coming from. Are there any kids watching? Because I copied this from kids on here. So there's got to be a kid that's done this, that knows. What do you Skype about? You can come and plug your channel if you want, Nico Chan. People can Skype about anything. You want to talk about your channel? Come and talk about your channel. You want to come and talk about the price of tea? You talk about the price of tea. It's very chill. Let's call Daniel back. Let's call Daniel back.
Yeah, this will give you a flavour.
We'll work on this later. This will give you an idea. Yeah. I did not add effects to the alert. There we go.
Just rubbing it in now.
Yeah. Hello, Daniel.
Yeah, I was just turning off the audio. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. We don't need triple, do we?
No.
The stream seems okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm glad.
So,
So there's now a petition on the Parliament website with more than 1 million signatures.
For cubic postcodes.
Now this one is to end child food poverty, so that no child should be going hungry.
okay.
I could not argue with that. Could anyone argue with that?
Isn't it sad that we have to have a petition about that?
I could come.
It's quite a lot, 1 million. I think even when there was this problem with Top Gear show on BBC.
The
they
driving
got
show?
Huh?
The driving show?
Yeah.
Top Gear? About child poverty?
They got how many? Like 10 million signatures?
What, about hungry children?
Or to bring back
Not
Jeremy
to get
Clarkson?
Top Gear again on BBC.
Right.
Okay.
I could come.
So
I
what-
could come.
What you're saying
Anyway,
is more
it's not a
people.
lot, huh?
What you're saying is more people care about people racing around in cars and smashing them up than they do about feeding children.
Well, maybe this petition is not so well known. Like by that time, like everyone was talking about the Top Gear petition.
Yes.
So it's not really that they don't care so much. Like
Yes.
it was more popular.
They do prefer Top Gear though.
Top
I
Gear
know
is...
Russell Brandhouse is very good collecting signatures.
Yes, he's very good at collecting signatures.
Yeah, door to door.
Yeah.
Maybe he could help with this one. I don't know.
Yes. Someone suggests we could maybe feed them broken cars.
It's an idea, isn't it?
Or we could, the stick could drive them around the track fast.
Some say.
So they feel
I
nauseous?
find it so unfair. I cannot create my own petition because I don't have the British citizenship.
Ah, right.
Okay.
I have to ask a friend
Okay.
that has a British passport to create the petition for me.
Okay. Well, we don't want, with respect.
My passport's expired, so.
I will not be starting a passport. I will not be starting a petition for you.
No.
Yeah, I know you're.
Mean.
Lazy.
Yeah, it's difficult to make deals
Love.
with you. I noticed that. Yeah.
You notice it's difficult to make deals. Well, when you offer us substantially less than we normally charge, yes, it is difficult in those
It's not
circumstances
really a deal, is it?
to make a
You
deal.
didn't tell me that. You could have said no.
For those who don't know, Milky
no.
Daniel
I think
wants...
what we said was a polite no.
I just said no. Milky Daniel asked on Twitter for £10 a day, could we advertise his cubic postcodes? And I
Which
just
we're
went,
doing now for nothing,
I just
by
went
the
no.
way.
Yeah, you're getting more publicity than our sponsors are.
How much is Aussie recovering, the Aussie detox recovering?
What?
How are they called? The ones that are based in Glasgow?
Oh, the recovery place?
Yeah.
How much are they charged?
How much do they pay?
How much do they pay?
Yeah, how much is charge them?
Yeah, I
Well,
can't
that's-
say.
that's confidential.
I'm not going to tell you how much they pay. It's more than £10 a day.
Yeah.
It's less than £10,000 a day,
Okay.
isn't it?
I will have to learn to make deals with you.
You will have to learn.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a fanny.
What happened with Jessie J? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. You are very professional, and.
Just remember bizarre conversations. Your sexuality was Jessie J for a long time,
Can
wasn't
we
it?
get the Pussy Doppely guy back again?
Yeah, my sexual orientation.
Yeah. Are you still there, or have you moved on?
I'm celibate right now.
Okay. Well, it's nice to catch up.
You take care now.
Yeah, but it's an advertisement, isn't it?
You're a pervert.
Anyway.
So wait 12 seconds more.
Okay. All right.
I feel like your batteries are worn out.
You've been playing with yourself all day.
Tired, Daniel, today?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. And that, Nico Chan, is the show.
Yeah,
in a
pretty much.
nutshell.
Yeah.
Doesn't really get much better than that.
Should we do the sponsors before we get to our lovely
Let's
guests?
do the sponsors.
Do you want to do Christmas first?
I want to do this. It's sponsor time. We're all feeling fine with the sponsor time. It's sponsor time.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think you were committed there. Let's do JPU Records. Happy Kids Christmas.
What's happening in the background? Snow is coming down.
How did you do that? You can't really see it very well. You wasted your
Can
money.
you
there.
move to one side? No.
It's tricky. I'm having enough technical issues today already.
Oh,
Don't make
come
me,
on.
Don't make me move graphics.
Come on
I've
now.
moved AlphaSync now.
Yeah.
They're not part
Look,
of
can
this.
you see?
Not really.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Hang on a minute. If we
It's
do a
like-
close up on you. Oh, there's a snowflake there.
There's some there, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's
Okay.
been me a long time.
So right, hang on a second. Yeah, Callum, could you get lost, please, mate?
No, Ian.
Yes, you can. Right. Oh, it's going to be one of those shows tonight. Right. Oh, God, now I'm hiding behind it. So, JPU Records, brilliant Japanese musical website. I think maybe we'll have a little look around their website today.
Let's.
It's British, but they import Japanese artists' music and stuff, and they got some great stuff. They got some weird stuff. They got some stuff that will surprise and some stuff that will probably abhor you.
One of their artists is a cyber woman.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, there's cyber women. There's two of them.
There's two, yes.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
There are two cyber women. I keep closing the window. We're going to play one of the songs from the Christmas album. Tell us a little bit about this Christmas album, please.
Oh, it's so lovely, right? So normally the record company
The record
focuses.
album. You said record
I
album,
know.
and it's embarrassing.
It's off-putting. You being there.
I live. It's my house.
I know.
And I've found the music now. So
And
you don't
still.
don't even need to talk about
Anyway,
it.
it's kind of kawaii hits.
Hawaii.
Kawaii hits that you might recognise.
Great album.
Nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
lovely. There is a link in the chat right now. If you go and click on that link, I mean, it's a joke, but it's not funny. 10% off. Who'd give 7% off?
weirdo.
10% off of anything.
What's the matter?
I was going to get that phone. My brain's not wired properly. Go click on the link. Use the code TLNA and save yourself a load of money.
It doesn't have to be this record.
Right.
It could be all their records.
Now, we didn't hear Stubbsy because we won't hear Stubbsy because I need to add the thing there. All right, we're making progress. Talk to me about Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors.
Oh, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Well, it's about getting divorced, really. But it needn't be as dramatic as you see in the television programmes where the lawyer stirs it up, because they won't. They look at the kind of family as a whole, and they're trying to move you all forward as smoothly as possible with as little disruption as
We've
possible.
got 2 minutes till the interview.
They'll not pitch one you against the other. You will move on as a family together, but apart afterwards.
Design Safety Management, they're keeping Devon and Cornwall a whole lot safer. Both of these two companies are sponsors of tomorrow night's talent show. More details coming soon, but Devon and Cornwall is a whole lot safer. Thank you, Nick and Zeus. You've signed up for another month's sponsorship of the show. It is appreciated.
Yeah.
I want to get a Poseidon Safety Management t-shirt and just wear it.
Well, do it.
I'm going to do it.
It's possible.
I'm going to do it.
We know people.
That's what we're going to do. Going to have a look at the Twitter. Poseidon said, Nick's not feeling very well. Go and send him some healing vibes. Tweet. I tell you what. Tweet at Poseidon Safe. Include me and Catherine Boyle in the tweet and the hashtag TLNA at 11:30. We will choose the nicest, most loving tweet to Nick. And we'll give you a free bit of TLNA merch.
So yeah,
How's about
it's
that?
kindness. It's a bribe, but it's kindness.
Dave said, I just bought 2 copies of the JPU Christmas CDs for presents. I'm liking it. I'm also liking this. Abbey Care, Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. I cannot tell you how much they're paying per day. That would be terribly, terribly unfair. That would be awful. So just go and have a look at their website, abbeycare.co.uk. Again, they've signed up for another month. We're hoping at some point to go and do a show from there. I've even got a new lappy so that we've got the technology to go and do it.
We're ready once this lockdown lifts.
It is gonna happen. Go and have a look at their website. You get 25% discount if you mention that you saw it on this show. Nice people, caring people, got exactly the right attitude. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think the I Can Come only works on this shot, which is great. But even then it doesn't work, it echoes. If anyone could Google it and find out why it's echoing, that would be awesome. But in the meantime, we need to go to our first guests. We gotta open Zoom. In the OBS source browser window, make sure shutdown when not active is checked.
Oh.
Some dude on Google. The OBS source browser, that's... Shutdown source. That is there. It's there. Shutdown source when not visible. When not active. I don't have a not active. Hang on. Let me refresh. Okay. I don't have that. Refresh browser when scene becomes active.
Is it that?
I don't know. We got guests.
We
can't have a... Why were you late coming to us? I was trying to sort out an echo on a pervert.
I think they'd understand.
I think they possibly would. Will, I'm going to send you a Zoom link after this, so don't worry, I have not forgotten you. We're going to have Will Varley on, musician and artist. So go on, tell us who we've got, please. You may have just done that, but I was distracted.
Nick Gilbert, Thomas Dunkley, they are the voices you'll hear if you download the fantastic Fume Chat podcast, which is about fragrances, right? How can they explain fragrances?
How can you explain fragrances?
Through the medium of your ears.
No, let me ask you, please.
on.
It's important that I ask you. How can they explain fragrances through the medium of your ears? I don't know if you're about to say that, but that's an important thing.
I think it's some kind of witchcraft, and to be honest, it's working. I bought 2 bottles of perfume, and I've only listened to 3 episodes.
Shut the front door. These guys sound like con men. Oh my God, they're there. Hello, Nick. I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't hear that.
He was there the whole time.
I definitely heard it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. Well, first question, Nick. We've got you here. We hear that you're doing a podcast about perfumes and smells. Are you a con man?
No.
Fair play. As a direct answer, I respect him for that.
He's a fragrance expert and consultant, and also a Marion Cotillard dead ringer, it turns out. Tell him that story, because you've been working on Chanel No. 5, right?
Apparently so, yeah. I've got a side gig as Marion Cotillard. That's basically the story. No, so once upon a time, my mum had chemo years ago, and then at a birthday party a couple of years ago, brought out all the wigs, and I put one on, and then someone said, "Oh, there's an area of Marion Cotillard about you," and it's stuck with me ever since, and I'm completely deluded about it.
Hang on, we've got problems with Thomas.
Thomas is on the slope.
Thomas?
Am I on the wonk?
Yes.
Yay! It's not the first time I have been in my life.
You said these guys were professional. I've never seen
Well, they're more professional than us.
Only
and that doesn't
just.
take a lot.
Jeez. Hey, Thomas, nice to meet you. I'm Ian. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Ian. How are you?
Oh, I'm loving that cat picture just directly above your head.
I'm loving the George Michael. It's all working for me.
You don't like eyes, it would seem, from those 2 images. You're very anti-eye.
I am. They look too deeply into my soul. I'm not a fan.
He's all about noses.
I am.
Exactly.
Catherine, for God's sake, guys.
I'm obsessed.
Catherine is obsessed. I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard the podcast yet. I've got a backlog, but it's in the list. She won't shut up about you. What? Why?
Because, right, in these joyless times, there are certain simple pleasures in life, and a good smell, my God, it brightens the world around you, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if you've stayed in your pajamas all day. If you smell gorgeous, you are gorgeous. And your Fume Chat is just, when you just want to take a break from all the crapness that's going on, it's so nice to just imagine. I mean, for half of the smells you're talking about, I've never smelt, but you paint such pictures.
How long have you guys been doing this for? And it is, it is in my list to listen to, and I will get round to it. She genuinely is obsessed.
I am.
But it's an unusual thing to try and, describe using words. So how long and why?
Well, how long has it been like?
There you go.
How long's it been?
I think it's 4 years.
Okay.
I think 4 years we've been doing it. So we've always been in the world of perfume, either writing about it or working in the industry. So we kind of thought, well, why not just do what we do normally, which is talk about perfume and just record it so people can hear it.
Yeah, but try and make it silly.
Yeah, it's so good. Your friendship is part of it. You know, the fact that you get on. I mean, or pretend to get on like we do, and then obviously fighting.
It's a professional getting along.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also the way you kind of group things together.
If you like their podcast so much, why do you stink of shit?
That's a bit rude. I don't. Do you know what I smell of today, Nick? Because of you, Habanita.
Habanita? Oh, gorgeous.
Have a little smell. Oh, smell. I'm getting from that. I'm getting.
I've had a wash.
I'm getting autumn moons.
What?
I'm getting crushed nuts. I'm getting.
You want to sit a bit more carefully then.
I'm trying to do it. I can't. I'm not very good at descriptions.
Nick, you explain it. What does Habanita smell like for the audience?
So, well, Habanita is basically, it's an accord of vetiver and vanilla. So vetiver is like a root. It's got this kind of earthy, slightly peanut, smoky thing going on. And then vanilla is obviously slightly sweet, but spicy, warm, rich, and dark all at the same time. And so it combines those two things as the sort of central, what we call an accord. So that's kind of like the theme of the whole fragrance. And then there's obviously like decoration around that. So you've got a lot of floralcy. So it's like jasmine, ylang, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly kind of woody, smoky, sultry, sexy fragrance.
It's actually called ylang. You say ylang twice, but I meant Miss ylang. But that's fine.
Are you telling him his work?
I'm just saying, it's...
Now, Nick's the one that suggested this to me. Is it true? It's like from 1921, and they used to fragrance their cigarettes with it?
Yeah, they used to scent cigarettes with it. So they would be like just completely soaked in Amanita.
I used to dip my rollers in poppers, but I don't know if it's the same.
Very similar.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
My sister's in the chat, and she's put Habanita on the Christmas list after hearing you talk about it. And that is the thing, isn't it? Because we all kind of get into our ruts with our smells. I mean, I've been on Prada for a few years, because you find something and you kind of cling to it, and it's really expensive to take a punt on something else,
especially now when you can't go in a place and smell it.
No, and the sticks, the little thing and all that. I don't know. I get overwhelmed. So I'm joking, but it is good to get recommendations, because you want to buy a bottle of something, 40, 50, 60, 70 quid. That's a big punt to take to find out it doesn't work for you.
But the great thing about Fume Chat as well, Thomas, I mean, you kind of opened my eyes to this. I've been kind of delving in different ones, so not necessarily in order, but the Chanel No. 5 Deep Dive, for example.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it depends whether if you get Eau de Parfum as opposed to Eau de Toilette, it smells different. And they've changed it over the years as well.
So I thought it was just different strengths.
Exactly.
Oh.
Not true.
No, so
sorry,
go on, Thomas.
Yeah, let me talk, Nick. With No. 5, it's 5 different fragrances, essentially. So they're all launched at different times. So you have the original, which was in the 20s, and then the Eau de Parfum, which came in the 80s. So they're actually created for the styles of that time. So they're completely different compositions. It's not just there's a bit more concentration or a bit less in each. They're completely different.
So everyone assumes they've smelt it, but everyone's probably smelt a different thing. Like you were talking about it amongst yourselves, and you kind of think of the Eau de Parfum, and he thinks of the Eau de Toilette, and they're different things.
Yeah.
I'm not asking the question, what do they think about Lynx Africa?
What do you think about Lynx Africa?
Come on,
because that's going to happen this Christmas, isn't it? Again, repeatedly.
What do you think about Lynx Africa? I mean, it smells good. It's just really strong. And the people that wear it wear too much of it. That's the only issue.
There we go.
Hope you're happy, Jason. All right, you've had your silly question answered. Well, we're going to put. We're going to put links and stuff.
Hit basket.
People are asking the podcast. We are going to put links. We're going to put links in the chat for the podcast, and we're going to get all the websites and all the bits. So stay tuned, and we will put all of those places into it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I thought the thing with smells, scents, perfumes and aftershaves is that some smell different on different people depending on your, I don't know, pheromones. Are pheromones actually a thing?
Well, ask them. I don't know.
Well, I'm nervous to in case they say no and my whole world comes crumbling around my ears.
You've been relying on them.
How does that work, that they smell different on different people?
So there seems to be like a whole bunch of different reasons that happens. So it's about skin tone, it's about diet, it could be about hair color. So also hormonal changes, all kinds of things. So, for example, there was a woman that I used to work with years ago when I was selling perfume at Boots back in the day. And she was a vegetarian, but she never ate anything like with protein at all. It was all just like bread, and that was about it. And then she basically smelled salty.
Oh,
salty lady.
So we had to kind of like find things that work with that, because things would just go sour on her skin. So we had to try loads of stuff out to make it work with her skin, because otherwise it would just go like off and sour and all kinds of things. So, I mean, it's a bit weird to kind of ask someone in a shop to smell you and say, do I smell salty, or am I a bit...
What would you recommend, doctor?
Or whatever it is. But you kind of have to try things out on you.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else, like leave this shop, because it's impossible to smell things in the shop, and then like live with it for a while and see how people react and how you feel about it.
So that blotter thing is useless?
Well, that gives you a great idea of whether you want to put it on.
Right. Your fragrance mistakes, Thomas. Anything that you really fancied, and then when you tried it on, it was an absolute nightmare. You were too salty for it.
He does look very salty, doesn't he?
I think he looks fresh.
Thank you. I think more for me, not that anything I've tried on and I've not liked, more that I've probably made other people suffer quite badly from wearing too much of things.
Yeah.
I do quite like sugary things. So I am known to wear things like Angel, which is massively strong and sugary, and a bit partial to a bit of Britney Spears Fantasy, which I'm sure is horrendous for everybody around me, but it smells like cupcakes, and you can't argue with that. It's pretty damn good.
I was going to ask, are the celebrity ones any good? Because Britney had one, Beyonce had one.
I had people say nice things about Cher's, and I like Cher, so...
Cher, I can imagine, will be good. Some of them are good, are they, Nick?
Yeah, it seems to be that if they get really involved in the process, they tend to be good. So like Sarah Jessica Parker had good taste in fragrance, so her fragrances were good. J-Lo, similar. Britney has some good ones and then some not so great ones. Ariana Grande's are good. But then I really remember a lot of people liking Jade Goody's, of all things, years ago.
I remember that being... Yeah.
Oh, what was that called? It was called Shush, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shush.
No.
Shush.
What are you wearing? Shh. No, I really want to know. Shh.
It's called Bugger Off Back to Your Own Country.
Oh God, yeah, poor Jade. But there was another one like that, wasn't it? Who's got one called Just Me? Oh, Paris, isn't it?
Paris Hilton.
So what do you smell of? Oh, it's just me.
Oh God! Well, again, salty.
That's the funniest thing.
How do I make myself smell nicer more?
Well, here's another thing that I learned from you two is that forget male and female fragrances. If you like it, you like it.
That's great. Can I carry on asking my question?
Ask your question.
Thank you very much indeed. You see, I don't know if this is what the relationship is like between you two, but maybe we can like wife swap. I don't know. If maybe there's a better combination somewhere, if it's me and Nick and you and Thomas, I don't know. Maybe
I'm willing to give it a go.
Maybe there's a combination, but because I put it on right, and I put it on the pulse points.
Yeah.
But then I don't. I don't. After like an hour,
you stop smelling it?
Please let me ask them. I stopped smelling it.
There we go.
And what am I doing? So then I put more and more on.
There we go.
And I don't really smell it. Am I doing something wrong, Thomas?
Well, you're kind of just getting used to the scent. So the way that your nose works is that it's there to receive the information that you're smelling, and it tells your brain. And after your brain is aware those smells are there, it kind of deletes the information. So it's like, I don't need to know it anymore. So if you want to make it last longer, you can use like matching shower gels or a good body lotion that kind of helps kind of layer the scent in a way. Okay. Or just spray more. Just buy more and spray more.
How do you know if you smell too much? Because there was a colleague I worked with, Dave Lee Travis. You could smell him coming up the stairs.
Which actually was a good thing for the women that worked there. So
you could smell him coming up the stairs. You knew when he come in the building. I'm not even joking. It was a cloud.
That's a very 70s, 80s male thing. A lot of dads and uncles, you could smell them, when they were 10 feet away. It was a waft would kind of catch you.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You don't want to be that guy.
Give us a couple of like top tips, because it's Christmas. A couple of top tips for the ladies and a couple of top tips for the guys of things that maybe we've overlooked. I don't know. Maybe Old Spice is back. I don't know.
Maybe
or something that's overlooked, or something that we won't have heard of that perhaps we should go and check out.
That's such a broad question. Have you got any ideas on this? Right.
I would say that
Nick knows. Nick knows the answer.
You want something that takes him from day to night, boys.
Oh, okay. Well, we can probably find something. I would say, like, fragrance is quite a difficult thing to buy for somebody if you're not buying them a fragrance that you know they love.
Yeah.
And I think what lots of brands are doing now, given that, you know, shops are shut and people can't try things, is they're doing discovery sets where you can buy somebody a discovery set of a range, and you can then redeem that, usually the cost of that, against a full bottle. So you could buy somebody, you know, a selection of 7 samples, and they can choose the one they want, which I think is a really nice way of finding the right thing, but also giving someone the way of exploring. Because I think with fragrance, like you say, we all get stuck in the rut. We stick with the brands and the fragrances we know, and it's good to kind of open people's eyes and say, well, there's, you know, 7 fragrances here that you can try that might be new to you or different or not what you'd usually wear.
Smell is incredible as well. Sorry, Nick. Nick. Did you have some suggestions before I butt in? Did you have any recommendations?
No. That was a really good answer. So
I know what Nick would recommend. Speaking for Nick now, instead of you, a beautifully smelly candle.
Oh, I love my smelly candles.
Because I know someone near us who's just about to launch his own range of bougies.
Shut the front door, are you?
Yeah, we're about to launch a candle range. It launches on Friday.
Flipping it. Where do we get it?
Well, it's going to be called Bougies, and you can buy it direct at bougiebougies.com.
Hang on a minute. You're saying bougie as if everyone can just spell bougie.
I know.
How are you spelling bougie?
Bougie, Boujee, and then Bougies is Bougies.
You're spelling it 2 different ways.
Yeah, because it means posh candles.
Right, I'm going to find it.
The website's not up yet.
All right, well, hold that thought. He loves a smelly candle.
Oh, I love a smelly candle. I love it, and I got him in all the rooms.
For good reason.
I had a bath today, Nick, and I lit a smelly candle. It was lovely. Then I phoned you up from the bath, and you said, "Are you in the bath?" Hang up.
No. Draw the line.
And my sister is saying, "I love smelly candles too," almost as if she's dropping hints. So, have you made these candles? Have you kind of designed these candles yourselves, like a task in The Apprentice or something?
A bit like a task in The Apprentice.
How do you go about doing it? Do you have an idea in your head and go, right, bit of this, and this? Oh, let's add. How do you do it?
So I have a consultancy that I co-own with Pia, who's probably watching. So hi, Pia.
Hi, Pia.
Hi, Pia.
She is a perfumer, so she is the one who kind of knows how to put the things together. And what happens is we kind of have like chats and ideas about, oh, well, we'd like to try something like this, or a green thing that's really unusual and hasn't been done before, or a really sexy sultry leather that's got like a sort of smell of old books about it as well, that kind of thing. So a lot of the times it comes out of us being dorks and liking puns, and other people not really doing that. So, for example, our leather is called Queer Culture, and queer is also French for leather. So it's kind of like a nice play once you kind of like get the reference and stuff. So we're just nerds, I think. And then Pia will know exactly kind of how to balance it, put it together, and then we trial it in wax and burn it, and then I drive her mad, making her change things over and over and over again.
Is it safe to? This is a slightly advanced question. Is it safe to drop the wax on a nipple?
Oh my God!
Not with these, no.
No, indeed, not with these. Okay.
That's part of the testing process.
Too hot.
You got to check these things out.
Or, you need one with a lower melting point.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
if there is a market for nipple-safe candles, we will make them.
There is definitely, Thomas. Thank you. And boy, oh boy,
bougies.
Didn't Nick know the answer to that question in great detail?
It's his business to know.
It's his business to know. So the podcast is. How many episodes of these have you done?
We've done quite a few, actually. We're on season 3.
Yep.
Season 1 we did a good few years ago. That had about 30 episodes in it. The audio was dodgy, but the content was brilliant. So that's kind of the lost season that we're working out where to put that. But I think you could probably find about, 25, 30 episodes on your podcast provider currently.
Okay.
I really love it. I listen on the way back.
Put links. And go on.
I was going to say to you, can we talk about what's coming? I know that this week you're going to be talking a lot about candles, coincidentally. And then next week you've got a special guest. Are we allowed to talk about that, or should we keep that secret?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk about it. We were very lucky to be able to interview Richard E. Grant. He has his own fragrances. He describes himself as a perfumed ponce, and we're very much on board with all of that.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was really good to interview. I tried not to ask too many questions about Spice World, the movie, because we really wanted to know some answers.
There are so many questions. Yeah.
I love that film.
So many questions.
I watched that with my. He would have been 6 2 years ago. We watched it, and I love that film.
The girls watched it too. Yeah.
Richard E. Grant is fantastic.
I bet he smells gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh God!
Did you get a waft of him? I suppose it was done remotely, was it?
It was done remotely, no, but I had his fragrances there, and I assume he was wearing one of those, so I just kind of pretended so I could smell.
Who's the? Is there a celebrity you've met that smells the nicest? I tell you why, because one that always springs to mind with me. About 10 years ago, I got to interview Ozzy Osbourne. My God, I've never smelt such a beautiful smelling human being. It was incredible. Yeah. It was amazing. Have you met any celebs? The nicest smelling celeb?
Khalees.
Oh,
Khalees.
Yeah.
Does she smell nice?
She's wearing a rosy perfume. So we are completely obsessed with rose perfumes. The pair of us are really easy to win over if it's a rose. But she smelled great. Smelled really lovely.
Oh. Tell you who else smelled nice, used to remark upon when we worked at the other place.
Yeah.
George Galloway.
George
used
Galloway
to wear a lot of Penhaligans.
Does smell nice. Yeah, so
but I'm always intimidated to go in there. It looks wonderful. It looks like sort of something out of Harry Potter. But I wouldn't know where to start in there.
Well, what? Because you like Amanita and you like.
I like Amanita, yeah, and I like Chanel Coromandel.
Okay.
And I like vetiver though, so it depends on the day. It depends how I'm feeling that day.
Well, if you were to go into Penhaligons, I would say smell Lothair, Zizonia, if they still make it. And what else? Esprit de Roi.
Right.
I think you like that as well.
One day when we're allowed out again, I'm going to go and just like sniff everything.
Remember when we used to have to go shopping and stuff?
Yeah.
Joe says Penhaligons Love Potion No. 9 is lush.
Oh, is it?
I would be that shop intimidates me a little bit. It's
because you kind of have to know what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say you used to work in the boots. Were you a spritzer as people walk past? You did that. How? Because I always make a point of saying hello to those people because they must have thousands every day just walk past and as though they're invisible. Was that? I mean, was that not soul destroying at times with moments of beauty when you find the right thing for the right person?
No, I just kind of had fun. I was really fortunate because I guess a lot of the people that I worked with were good fun.
Yeah.
Because it was basically a bunch of teenagers on the perfume counter on the weekend really having a good time.
Messing about.
So we didn't really worry if the customers weren't interested because we were having a good time.
And Thomas, you've been blogging. You were a 5 times Jasmine Award winner. You've been blogging about perfumes for time. I mean, how did that begin? Because again, it's a really difficult thing to express, isn't it?
It's a skill. It's a real skill. I was teasing this up, but it's an incredible skill to be able to convey that using language.
Well, firstly, thank you for mentioning my awards. That's really important to me. Secondly, I guess I kind of fell into it because I've been into perfume for a long time. I remember buying Alexander McQueen's first fragrance, which was called Kingdom, in Debenhams like years ago. And I bought it because it smelled disgusting. It smelled like sweat and roses. And I was like, why would anyone want to wear this? It's meant to make you smell nice. So I kind of then ended up on a rabbit hole on the internet reading up about things. And my frustration with reading blogs at the time was that I felt like I needed like 2 years of knowledge before I could even understand them. So Nick and I we started a Twitter account where it was called Fragrant Reviews. And we just reviewed fragrances in 140 characters, which kind of trained us to be really accessible and talk in a way that people understood. So I started the blog because it was kind of out of frustration. I wanted to be able to talk about fragrance in a way that anybody could understand, whether they're a perfume nerd or someone who's just bought a bottle of, I don't know, Lynx Africa. Not that I've ever reviewed that, but you know, in Debenhams or wherever, and they can just read a review of it and understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it works, and I love listening to it because again, it's kind of just a bit of luxury, just to even listen to it and imagine what it would be like, and you sort of paint pictures as to the sort of person who would wear it. They're always very attractive and based on yourselves, I've noticed. But
yeah, that's true.
What was your first fragrance that you wore, Nick, that you remember? And did it?
BKB.
What was it?
BKB.
Oh.
I bought it because I remember watching The Big Breakfast and Paulie Yates was on the bed talking about it with somebody, and they flashed up like pictures of the things that were in it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. There must be something to this perfume stuff. And I remember like begging and begging and begging to get it that Christmas, so I did. And then I bought it myself with my money from the glass collecting job in the pub.
Thomas and Nick, it's so lovely to meet you. I am going to listen to the podcast. Catherine absolutely loves it. Give us the name. Give us the name of the podcast again, because people are asking, and we're going to put all the links out and stuff. And the best Twitter to follow.
Yeah, Fume Chat.
It's easy.
There you go.
Easy peasy.
And is it Fume Chat on Twitter?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And is there
everywhere?
Is there a website? Obviously, you've got the Candle website. Is there a website we should go to, or is Twitter and just go and find in the podcast and iTunes and Spotify and all that the best?
Yeah, you can do all of that, and then we've got fumechat.com.
Beautiful.
Which is where
all right, we're going to put those in the chat.
And then we look out for bougies from Friday,
Bougies.
right?
It's so nice to meet you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time.
It's been fun. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
See you later on. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What nice
Oh,
guys.
I love that so much. It's just escapism.
Nice
It's escapism.
guys. Right, so it's Fume Chat. Fume Chat.
Yes.
Fume Chat.
Yeah.
Fume Chat.
And they're a laugh.
www.fumechat.com. Fume Chat.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right.
Well, it's right.
Does it?
It feels so right.
It feels right. Okay, it's there. It's
Do
all
you know
there.
how I
It's all
found
there.
him? He's friends with Katie Puckrick.
Of course.
There's a further recommendation.
Of course, he's friends with Katie Puckrick.
Yeah.
That was lovely. Thank you for that, Catherine. Those were great guests.
Yeah.
I'd like to shake your hand.
Well done.
Well done.
Do you want another little sniff? Good, innit?
I think I've worked out the subscription thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've worked out. Would someone like to subscribe now, please? Over to you. Over to you. Oh, went back too far.
Easy now. Don't get too
Over to
casual.
you. Over to you, guys. Someone subscribe. I think I might have fixed it. Please, over to you. Someone subscribe, please. Over to you.
Be nice.
Someone subscribe. I think I've fixed it.
I could come.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, right. Someone says make sure Streamlabs app
I could
and website are not open at the same time. I've done that. Oh no, I haven't.
I could come.
Right, try one more desperate way to get subs. Thank you, Papa Meow Meow, Monkey Trumpet, and Just Nico. Oh, Just Nico Chan, thank you. What's the code for America?
Oh, one.
Okay, don't know who that is then. Can someone do it? I think I've got it now. What's my head doing here? I think I've got it now.
Its own thing.
I think I've got it now. Monitor and output. Monitor.
I could come.
How is that a thing?
I could come.
How is that a thing? David, thank you for the 5 subs.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, could we have another? Could we have another 5?
I don't think I need to hear this phrase again.
Could we have another 5?
I could come.
Jesus wept. How is that doing that? Where is that come? How is that? It's the same thing that makes this. All rise. The Judge Boyle's judgment.
Frustration.
Oh man, what is going on? Turn off effects. Guess what? The effects aren't on. There's lag on the microphone with Ian. There's not. Refresh. Refresh. Is there lag on the microphone with me? There might be, actually, because someone's changed the thing. Is there lag on our microphones? Because someone's changed the thing. There is. Right, for everyone. Right, if I do this. Oh, no, that's the volume. Oh, there is. Oh, what's gone on here?
Oh, someone's been tinkering.
Someone's been tinkering.
How dare they?
Right. That should have fixed the lag. The lag should be fixed now.
I haven't got my Christmas tree up now.
The lag should be fixed now, right? But why? Why? Why is that?
Have you got a lag? Call me now.
Was the lag fixed? So the people that had the lag, has the lag gone? Does Abbey Care pay more than £100 a day for the sponsorship? Let's get into that. Yes, just Nico Chan, call in.
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Now that doesn't echo.
Meat.
That doesn't echo, right?
Yeah.
So why is this echoing? Why does that echo? What's widgets? If I get rid of widgets, let's just get rid of it. I don't know what widgets are.
Okay.
Gone. Won't echo now. Fixed it.
You reckon?
Fixed it.
Do it.
I fixed it. I have fixed it. I have fixed it. I think I fixed it now. I'm so good. Coming up, we're gonna speak to Will Varley. He's the singer and he is such a nice man.
Turns out he's an excellent artist too.
And he has drawn some pictures of Neil Young and he's made him look like my mum. Oh, he's made him look like my mum. I'm using Streamlabs. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. What a boring thing. I'll sort this out tomorrow. Right.
Shut it, pal.
That doesn't echo. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Let's just say hello. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, I knew it. Is that Nico Chan?
Yes.
Hello. I knew, because you've come up as an unknown caller and we don't normally take them, but
because they usually usually turn out to be
a racist.
Yes.
And you're not a racist, are you?
No.
Thank God for that. Welcome.
I'm sorry, I haven't used Skype before. I'm so silly.
No, apparently I'm the old man because I thought everyone was using Skype and everyone's going, well, no one uses Skype.
I've got a feeling that
I
Skype.
use Discord. I don't know if you guys have ever used Discord.
I'm aware.
Also, you're United Kingdom too, so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to call a United Kingdom number.
Yeah. Well, you've done it. You've done it successfully. It's lovely to speak to you. This, dear listener, is who we raided last night. For those who don't know, at the end of every show, it's worth sticking around until the end, around about midnight, because when we finish, we kind of scroll through Twitch. Generally, we go to just chatting, sometimes music, sometimes retro games, but generally just chatting.
Yeah.
And we try and find someone who has maybe not got the biggest audience, but looks like they should have a bigger audience because they look a little bit different or a bit cool or a bit interesting or the same kind of vibe that we've been doing. And we stumbled across you last night. Just Nico Chan. I love calling you Just Nico Chan. And we thought your stream was great. I hope we didn't scare you or upset you or anything with kind of barging in.
It was so lovely. I watched your VOD afterwards, your video, to see like how you guys found me and everything. But I just get so nervous with my anxiety. So, but everyone was super lovely. And then I got scared at first because so many follows, and then I was worried that I got bot rated because that can happen where the bots will like follow you. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, is this like a bot raid? And then everyone was so lovely saying hi and being nice. So it made my night for sure.
Oh, good.
And I definitely had to check you guys out. I watched your videos and they were so entertaining. So thanks for choosing me, I guess.
Thank you. I find it really interesting that all that was going through your mind, because to us it looked like absolutely second nature to you that this would happen.
Yeah.
And you're obviously grateful with it, but it seemed like you're unflappable. How long have you been streaming?
So I've been streaming on and off for about 4 years.
Wow. Right.
4 or 5 years. I used to do it only once in a while, but I have some health issues, so I actually had to quit my job about a year ago, and I just started doing this kind of full-time from home.
Talk to me about cats, because we are big cat fans. Catherine's got one. I've got 4.5. It's a long story. And we know that you kind of cat themed. Talk to me about the cats, please.
Well, I like cats and dogs. I have a dog right now that we adopted that's 6 years old, but I like cats because you have to earn their respect and love. Unlike a dog, they can love anybody. I don't know. So there's something special about when a cat trusts you and wants to be around you. And you can I trained my cats to be just like dogs, they'll follow me. They'll go outside in the snow and play, and I don't know, to sit and roll over and all the things. I just love them.
I'm gonna tread very carefully because I'm on your page now. And again, I find it really interesting that you say you're anxious and that you get nervous because you looked so confident last night, and
absolutely.
it looked.
Oh, that makes me happy. I try to fight the anxiety.
Well, you looked so confident and so calm, and I wanted to see what that in the onesie. I know you'd taken the onesie down because it was too hot.
Panda onesie,
the panda onesie. But we thought you looked great. Okay, and I've just noticed in your chat, and I hope this doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, but we have a similar thing in seeing the view count and people talking about the viewer count. While we're doing a show, it's the weirdest thing with Twitch. You know, we come from radio and TV where you do it and you don't know who's watching, and with Twitch. You see those numbers go up and down, and we've had that thing where it's suddenly the numbers have gone down, and we're thinking, what did we do? What did we say? How do we get them back? And it's not a very relaxing performance play. It's like being in a theatre doing a play. Then
with
suddenly
all the lights on.
Yeah, and then suddenly half the people get up and go, and you're thinking, why did they? What did I do? And then some more people just come in, look for a second, and then walk out, and then a big group come and sit in and start applauding, and there's. It isn't a very relaxing environment, is it? How do you cope?
Well, so I turn mine off completely now. I don't even look at it because it affects me either negatively or positively, and I don't want to treat people as a number anyways, because I just want people to feel comfortable when they come in because I struggle with my own social anxiety. So I want people to feel like there's at least one place that's safe. And so if there's even 20 people, that's like a classroom. You know, I even if I normally have higher numbers, I shouldn't be acting negative those people are still there to watch me. Yeah. And then it fluctuates all the time. Things might be out of your control. Maybe a TV show is going on, or like maybe just another streamer they want to check in with. Who knows what's going on? And or there's like sporting events. I don't really watch sports, so sometimes sporting events are going on that I don't know about. I feel like I try not to internalize that it's about me because there's so much other things going on. People have their own lives. This isn't like YouTube 20-minute video. This is like sometimes we're live for 4 or 6 hours. You can't expect somebody to just, I don't know, put everything on hold all the time. So I just try not to look at the numbers because it affects me. And then I check them afterwards just to see, okay, maybe people liked this content because I do think it's good to rewatch your VODs and see like what you can improve. So I try to do that, but I try to do it after the stream and stuff. And
what games are you What games are you playing at the moment? I'm just having a look on your channel. What are you up to at the moment?
So there's a game called Phasmophobia where you
everyone's playing that. I've not played it yet.
It so much. It's so good. I love it.
What is it? Because my boys keep telling me. My boys keep telling me to play it. I know it's really popular. What is it?
So you basically have to figure out who the ghost is. You go to these houses or high schools or asylums, and you have to figure out which ghost it is. There's like a phantom, a banshee, a demon, or a oni, and you have to find clues. And sometimes the ghost wants you to be alone. Sometimes they want you to be with multiple people to figure out the clues. Sometimes they want the lights off, and you have to talk in the spirit box by yourself and ask it if anyone's here. And it literally terrifies me. I cried one time because it terrified me so much, and I still love it. I always wanted to be a little ghost hunter, so it's like my dream.
I love it. It's a win.
And then your chat
Go on.
asked me before. Sorry, your chat asked me before if I played like Among Us, but like I don't like to be against people. I don't want to stab my friends, you know. So I like Phasmophobia. You're doing it together, so I like that aspect.
I tell you what I like about Among Us. I like playing it with my two boys, and we've got a phone, another phone, and a laptop, and then we've played it when Catherine's been round with her girls. When it's like a group of your friends, I know what you mean, but it is quite good fun. And my kids have got terrible poker faces.
My youngest kid has told me that my mistake and the reason why I'm always the one that everyone's thinking is sus is because I always go in red. She said, everyone always chooses red first.
Right.
You want to go one of the duller colours that attracts less attention.
I think your problem was that every time you killed me, you went, ooh. It's like that. It made a little noise. So it is. I like playing Among Us with the kids and in the same room as people, or in the same building at least, with people I know. Some of the kids go and sit upstairs. But I don't like it with strangers. I just think it's because it's a bit weird and people kind of rage quit and all of that.
Right.
But this Phasmophobia,
seriously, and then it just kills the mood when they do that. But I like it. There would be I played a couple times with friends, and they'd be like, "What do you have to say for yourself?" And then I would be like, "Nothing," and then they would just vote me off because I'm like, "I don't know.
Sus.
Just don't ask me questions."
That's very sus. Very sus. I noticed that you are on again tomorrow night, which is, I think you start at 9. I'm just looking at the schedule. I can't do the maths. I think you're starting.
We're in different time zones.
Yeah, I know. Can you fix that, please?
I know. I saw how you guys have it on yours. It's brilliant how you have your about section. I need to fix that. See, I always have like stuff I need to improve, and I see that you guys have the BST time,
Yep.
the PST time, and the EST time. That's so helpful.
Well,
and
here's the
people
thing.
in chat knew too, because when you guys rated, I was like, oh, I don't know when the time is for me,
Yeah.
and then your chat was lovely and was
Well,
able to
it's
say
not great
4
because
PM,
we're not in British summertime anymore, so I need to change. I
Yeah,
need to
it's a little
change
bit
that.
tricky
So
for
thank
people
you
in
for
this
that.
country, yeah.
But that's one of the joys of Twitch. Listen, I'm an old man. Catherine is a really, really old woman, and we don't know what we're doing, right? But I get suggestions from my boys who are 8 and 10, and Kath's girls who are a similar age. But one of the joys of Twitch is, you go and see a streamer doing something, and they've got, I don't know, text to speech or something. You go, I'll try that, and it is.
Right.
The channels I have chosen, we have chosen to raid, and the ones I choose to watch personally, it's a community, and whether it's you've got 2,000 people watching or you've got 2 people watching, it is a community.
Right.
And I think that's great, and it's particularly during global pandemics and lockdowns and whatever, and political divisions everywhere in our country and yours. It's nice that you can create these communities of like-minded people. And sure, there's you get a few dicks in there, but a quick boot out, and they know the score.
Right, that's what mods are for, They take care of them. I don't even notice that they're there. So
Good.
and it's I don't know what I would do with being stuck home all the time right now. I can game with everybody, and I talk to people every day, and I get to hang out with them all the time. So I like it. I'm pretty introverted, so it works for me.
Well, listen. So you're on in about 24 hours. So would you mind if we raided you again tomorrow when we finish our stream?
Oh my God! Only if you want to. No pressure.
We want to.
We'd love to.
We're not doing this as a charity case. We're not doing this, because we feel sorry for you or any of that. We don't. We're doing it because we think you're great. We think you're a delightful human being, and I think it's kind of our responsibility. We've a little bit of a higher profile, not that big on here, but we have a bit of a higher profile to kind of shine the light on people that haven't got the I did a big TV show about 3 years ago over here, so that's why we've got hundreds of people watching us, and the radio show that me and Catherine did together. So I think it's kind of our duty to find people like you who are brilliant and go, yeah, we finished, go and have a look at these people as well. So as long as it's not, too intimidating or scary, we would love to come over.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely come on over anytime, and I'll try to make everybody feel as welcome as they can. And I just appreciate you even taking the time to see my content or anything. So and getting the call, a known caller. So thanks for that.
I just had a feeling that it was going to be you. It's so nice to meet you, Nico, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
We're so glad we found you.
See you later on. Take care.
I'll be in the chat hanging out. Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you. Let's put the link in again for Nico Chan. See, nice people. This is one of the joys of this, is really, really nice people. So thank you. I don't think that sub worked for Hutch Monkey. I'm not taking that unknown person. No. I don't think those subs work. So we might have to try that again tomorrow, which is absolutely fine. Right. It's busy night tonight. Phone calls are coming in a minute. I want to send Will Varley a Zoom.
And do you know what? If you do call us and we don't get to you straight away, we'll call you back.
Yes, we will call you back. So I want a new meeting. Will?
Peter says, got it, I missed her raid yesterday. She sounded lovely. Well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. And also check out, the link is in the chat. Go and click follow now and turn the alerts on, because there are nice human beings out there. And she is one of them. So I'm going to...
Look at the snowstorm.
Oh, that looks good.
It looks really good.
Oh, they can see that because it's there. But right, copy, invite, link. Will, stand by your emails.
Is it too frenetic? I can slow it down.
Ian Lee slams BBC after malicious radio caller uses N-word 8 times.
I don't think he slammed the BBC.
I might have done. Okay, no, but I'm being anyway. It's fine. Right, Will Valet, Palais de Valet. Will, there is a link. It's being sent to you, my friend. As soon as it's ready, we are going to be chatting about Neil Young. Nom, 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 nom.
Here's an idea. Could we get a festive raid soon party one night? Raid soon party one night. Raid party soon one night? Sinjin, Janelle, Nico, random,
Zoom.
etc.
Festive raid Zoom. So the people that we've raided
We get
on the Zoom.
That's not an awful idea.
Is a really, really good idea. It's like, remember when Louis threw, after season 1 of Weird Weekends, threw a Christmas party for all of his guests, and it didn't really work very well. I suspect it would be the same as that. But
I don't know.
That is a great idea.
I think they'd all get on.
That is a really good idea. Thank you.
Why
Yes,
would
we
you
will.
not invite Captain Sexy?
Because he's a pervert.
You need one at a party.
You need one at a party. Yeah, do you know what? We'll do that. That's a brilliant idea. Thank you. While we're waiting for...
merch.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah.
We've got a big merch sale going on at the moment, if you fancied it. If you're looking at Christmas and stocking fillers and stuff.
I'll find the link. Yeah, it's not the wearable stuff.
No, so it's things like the
But
pins.
we might get a sale on there in a second at some point.
The records, the membership cards, all that
Big,
kind of vibe.
big sale. The posters, we've got loads of the posters
for the cursed tour, yeah.
that never happened. And we're selling them now really cheap. And then we're going to burn them after the new year. They are all going to get burned.
Because 2020 didn't happen in so many ways. So
great Christmas presents. Have a little look at iainlee.com/store. Great Christmas. Yeah, it's Black Friday. Great Christmas presents. Yeah. What great Christmas presents.
And they're discounted, right?
Huge, like massively. We're
Slashed.
having a clear out, right? Because 2021. It's all rabbit hole merch, basically, there. 2021, that's all going to go. That won't be for sale anymore. There'll be collector's items. And it's going to be TLNA merch for 2021. The shirts, the T-shirts, is a bit trickier because Scott runs that, but I will have a word with him and see what we can do. On our site, it's really easy just to go, take that price off. But I'll have a word with Scott and see what we can possibly do. Why is everyone sideways?
Is it us?
No, it's me.
Hey, Will, I didn't recognise him. Now he's the right way up. I recognise him.
Oh, that's better.
Will Valet, ridiculous, nothing to be scared of. Don't you ever put your mind down and show me that
He played in my local pub not long ago.
Did he now?
I'm good friends with Adam.
Well, not good enough for him to come on our show.
Well, okay, I'm not good friends with him, but I've introduced Adam Ant live on stage at the Garage in London. In Library, there's lecture at the Garage. I introduced him live on stage.
You're virtually married then.
He ignored me that day, even though I'd met him several times before.
He played a gig in my local pub, literally at the end of my road, and he got some musicians from the town to play with him as the band.
Oh, a pickup band! Wow.
Yeah, and he sent them a set list. And they all rehearsed it and learnt it all. And then he, on the day, about 3 hours before the show, sent a completely different set list. He said, I've changed my mind. I want to do all these songs. And they were like, it wasn't like the odd change. It was like a completely different set of songs.
He's the British Arthur Lee.
It was a pub gig. There was like, there was like 100 people there. It was a very odd thing to do, but yeah.
Wonderful.
He is what he is.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
He just wants it the way he wants it.
Yeah, of course he does. He's Adam Ant. He's brilliant. I had him on years ago. Maybe 10 years ago when I was at Absolute Radio, and it was before he'd sort of made a bit of a comeback. It wasn't that long after the mental health incident and stuff, and an email went round going, anyone want Adam Ant? No one wanted him, and I went, I'll have Adam bloody Ant, and he came in. And he played a bit of the rock star, but he was delightful. And the thing that made me fall in love with him, my sister growing up was a huge Adam Ant fan, and I knew that she would be asleep, right? So I said, Adam, would you mind? If we phone my sister up now, would you leave a message for her on her answer phone? And he was like, yeah, all right, Joe, it's Adam Ant here. Just I want to say thanks for your support through the years. I got a phone call the next day from my sister in tears going, Adam Ant's left a message for it was wonderful. And anyone that'll do something like that is like, yeah, we'll have you. You're a star.
Sweet thing to
You're
do.
a star. How are you? For those who don't know, this is Will. Will has been on the show before. Lovely singer, songwriter. We'll get the link to your website as well. Let's sell in these times.
In fact, people are already asking whether you're going to do any more music live streams soon. So we might as well get that out of the way first.
Yeah, I would like to do some. I kind of haven't really the sort of music live stream right at the beginning was totally a thing, and then I think things settled into a rhythm. The people that kind of took it and went with it are still doing it, and the people that kind of didn't, you know. So I would like to do some. I mean, I'm literally sat here in my pajamas. I haven't left the house in 5 days. Normally that would be like signs that I'm having a breakdown, but that's the world we're in, right?
Yeah.
We heard after the show, we watch a little bit of the raid, and then we go and sit in the kitchen, have a cup of tea, and maybe a bite to eat, and we listen to the radio, and we listen to Alan Bezic, and we talk about the show and what we thought worked and didn't and stuff. And we heard the news. I think you stayed quite a long time last time. We heard the news at 1 o'clock. No, we didn't. It was the 11 o'clock news because we put the time back.
Yeah.
And because Boris Johnson is prepared to kill more old people by allowing us to mix over Christmas, and the quote
COVID
was,
stops at Christmas.
the quote was, and Boris Johnson is warning, it is the season to be jolly aware.
Jolly careful. Or
jolly
something.
careful. 'Tis the season to be jolly careful. You absolute melt.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good headline.
Have you heard the Robbie Williams Christmas COVID song?
No, and I heard you talking about it last night. And
I like it.
I haven't listened to it. No.
I genuinely like it.
It's all right. It's what you expect from Robbie Williams. It's a bit cheeky, you know.
It sounds like it sounds like a real band. I'm guessing it probably isn't, but it sounds like a real band. Unlike Candy and stuff, where it was we've offended Will. He's gone. Is that we're talking about your nemesis, or have you just realised that your pajamas have flapped open?
Hold on a minute.
That's
my back.
That's not the same guy.
We said we weren't going to have any more Willie on stream.
All right, hang on. Right.
Sorry,
I think the hat is missing.
I got a text message and I read it and it all went wrong. Sorry, I won't read any more.
Outrageous.
Right, quickly, let's see your crap pictures of Neil Young then. Come on.
Cheeky girl.
No, and the reason I read it is because it was from my mum, and I wanted to see if there was anything like I needed to know.
We can't argue
my
against.
My parents are in Swale. They're living in basically in what is the second highest in the country, kind of thing, like in the Lion's Den. Yeah, it's weird. They're like right in the middle of the Sittingbourne, Thanet kind of thing going on. Yeah,
blimey.
Yeah, wow.
It's a weird old world, isn't it? Vaccine. Give me that vaccine. I'll have the British one here, the American one here, and I won't go anywhere near the Russian one. A little bit of Novichok in it.
Isn't the Russian one? Isn't that just the American one, sort of like badly recreated in a lab somewhere?
Yes, it's a bootleg one. It's spelt slightly differently.
Sounds like my pictures. My pictures are all bootleg.
Comes on thinner vinyl. Now listen, I've been thinking we should be more professional, right? So
yeah, we definitely should.
So would you allow me to do a professional segue into this?
Go for it,
right. Now, Will, of course, we know you.
What's that face? Is that a professional face?
I'm doing professional. This is where I think we've been going wrong.
Okay.
It's very good.
Thank you, but could you both shut up? Now, I've lost it now. Hang on.
Go on, start again.
Now, Will, of course, we know you as a singer and a songwriter, but, Will, you've been putting down the guitar and picking up the brushes. Tell us about your artwork.
Yeah, go on.
That was not bad, was it?
It was excellent. It was excellent.
That was not bad.
I got nothing I could say could follow such a brilliant segue.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say now.
You could tell us about the pictures, which
show
I know.
Show us your shots.
Show us your shots.
Show us your etchings.
So, basically, I've been trying to do some writing and bits and pieces over the last sort of year. It's almost a year that this stuff's been going on. I was doing my tax returns recently, and going through.
What happened there?
I can hear
someone played some music there.
Nintendo music.
I don't want to startle you.
Wasn't me.
Hang on.
Funny.
What?
How was your stream?
Oh.
Where is that?
I know who that was.
What's that, Nico-chan?
Yeah.
What happened there? That was freaky. I think we had a window open. Sorry, Will. But
do your thing again. Do your professional thing again.
I can't.
I'll tell you now, if that happens again, I'm out.
Well, Will, I'm really sorry, mate. We're out of time. Will, tell us about these pictures.
Well, I was just saying. I was saying. So I was doing my tax returns not long ago, and it was mental. When you do and you go through what I was doing that night or that day, and it's like, I remember what that was, and sort of going through it, and then it just stops in like mid-Feb 2020. It's just nothing. It goes from that to like the monthly payment for my website, and like these little automated things that are coming in. It's so weird. But we're coming up to a year. And I've been trying to write some songs and do, keep going and keep trying to do stuff. But I found it quite difficult to be kind of motivated and once you've written one song about coronavirus, like what?
Yeah.
You're not going to do an album about it,
Yeah.
So I just started doodling, basically.
So, obviously...
An album's not a bad idea.
An album is not a bad idea, but I get why it would be difficult to write a song when you're doing bugger all. Like, we found it difficult to do shows. What have you been up to? Nothing, the same as yesterday,
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the ideas will come, you'd be sat in a bar or like, be out with the family or something, see something or have a conversation, and that will kind of get something moving. So and it's quite difficult to get that, get that process rolling out of box sets on TV or whatever it is. So I've got a little writing room which I sit in, try and get away from the family vibe a couple of days a week to get some work done. And I'm just sitting there 2 days a week and just started doodling and kind of, I've always sort of drawn pictures and whatnot. And I just started like doodling away and kind of a year later, basically, I've got 15 sketches of my heroes. So like Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, Billy Bragg, there's 15 of them basically. Some people that I've toured with, like the Proclaimers and Frank Turner, and the amazing Valerie June, and yes, some just kind of big stars. I've asked permission from the people that I know, and I haven't asked permission from like Bob and Neil. So I don't know what the legality of that is, but if they get in touch, it would be a great thing to have on the wall. The kind of cease and desist letter from Bob Dylan's office. That'd be a nice,
mate, wouldn't it?
Nice thing on that. Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
I don't think they could do you for it unless you're using their image to sell like something apparently in their name.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
funnily enough, I've actually got a line of contraception that I'm trying to.
I wish we're looking at Neil Young now.
Yeah.
And you know what's missing from that? A big old spunky cock.
What?
That's what you need. That's what you need. Draw that going into his mouth, and I think you could be onto a winner.
Ian's art tips.
I think you could be onto a winner, Will. You missed out on a trick there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to come over and with a socially distant Sharpie and just ruin all the pictures.
Well, alternatively, buy one and you can modify it however you like.
We're showing it now. This is on willvarley.com, and if you go to the shop section, then click on the art prints, and there's loads of other stuff there. There's T-shirts, all kinds of merch.
About an hour ago, I set up a code, so there is now a code. TLNA gets 10% off.
Sweet,
mate. Thank you. All right, well, let's put that in the chat. So let me just put the link in there.
If you put the link as willvarley.com/art,
willvarley.com. Okay.
Straight through.
All right, Will. All right, it's a bit bossy, isn't he? Actually.
Well, they get this way.
.com/art.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't mind just,
If we could just look at them in silence, please, without your contribution.
It's done. The link is done. People have had a look at that, and I think they're absolutely brilliant, man.
That's
So well done. I really hate people that can draw because I can't do it. You can do it. This guy can do it. I mean, I can do other things. I can produce better than you, and I can write songs better than you. But I can't do the drawing.
It's nice to be able to just sit down and
Well, there's a weird thing that happened where I definitely got better at it over the course of sort of 6 months. So I almost feel a bit bad for the ones who I started out with because I finished with Neil Young, and that's my favourite one, and that was like. I kind of learned about the shading and all that sort of stuff. It is what it is. I found it very, very meditative, kind of like, I think, we're all sort of, it is interesting that there was this kind of big sort of mental health, focus in the kind of year or two leading up almost to this. And then this kind of like, blows the roof off in a way. Anyone who struggles in any kind of way, or I think we all do on some level, with ourselves and the meaning of all this stuff and what we're doing, etc. And then definitely this is kind of like has shone a light on it. And just sitting there and sketching away has actually been such a great way of kind of, and like coming home and coming back to my daughter and my wife and feeling like I've kind of done a day's work, you know, and saying, well, I've done, even though I haven't just sat there and kind of wallowed. I've done something at least to sort of bring home. And do you know what I mean?
You're working. We all need to feel some kind of
a creative outlet.
Well,
right?
not even necessarily creative, but useful. We need to feel useful. You know, and if you're being furloughed or you're at home or you haven't got a job at all or something, you lose a sense of being useful as a man, as a woman, as a parent, a husband, whatever. You kind of need that.
I think as well, if you're at home with the family, it's very difficult to find some headspace and some actual space unless you're lucky and you've got, plenty of rooms and stuff. We don't. Our downstairs is all open plan. So when the kids were homeschooling, we were all in the same room all the time, unless I went to the loo, and sometimes I'd lock myself in there and sit in there probably longer than I needed to, just so I could have a couple of minutes. But this is something you do just for yourself. And when it's finished, you did that. You didn't need anyone else to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I loved sort of losing myself in drawing for a bit.
Maybe nearer, sort of around Christmas or something. I don't know. We're off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but I think that's probably it. And we're doing a New Year's special or something. It would be lovely to get you on to sing a couple of songs if you fancied that.
I mean,
He's concentrating on his art now. God.
Or maybe we can get you on to draw a picture live.
Talk to my agent. He's very busy right now. He's got a lot on,
Will, I had a phone call with my agent, the first phone call since I lost my job in June, about a possibility of a job. It was amazing today. And I said to him, Nick, we talked about 2 possible jobs. They won't happen. But I said, Nick, let's just focus.
Savor the moment.
Savor this. The last time we spoke about work was you telling me I'd lost a job through no fault, it's just the thing. And that was in June. I said, every phone call we've had since then, the 3 have been about, how you doing? You all right? Bit miserable. You? Yeah, a bit miserable. That's it.
What you been doing?
This
Nothing
is
much.
great. We're talking about jobs. It's wonderful, You're coming on our show and you're singing a goddamn song, you piece of trash.
That reminds me that 20% of the sale of the profits of the sale from the sketches are going to a thing called We Make Events. It's like hashtag We Make Events. You can find it on all the social media or just Google We Make Events. And it's like a charity that's been set up to help the kind of backstage crew and the artists and the agents and everyone who's, who can't do the sort of live streaming stuff or, put a record out or whatever it is. So 20% of the sale of the sketches are going to that, and totally, if you can check out hashtag We Make Events and have a look at what they're doing, it's great. But yeah, of course, absolutely up for coming on.
It's all right, mate. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
The position's been filled.
Yeah. We'll just play a video on YouTube or something with some of the Beatles. Will,
I would absolutely love to, and I'm so enjoying the show at the moment. I feel like you've really found a rhythm, and it's great. And talking about the the whole raid thing, it's such a breath of fresh air. Having watched you on talk for a long time, both of you kind of having to, not Daryl excluded, but having to sort of pass on to a lot of people that don't have a similar vibe to what you've got, or in the nicest terms possible, but complete idiots basically. And it's nice to kind of for you to be kind of part of a more sort of a vibe where it's more
it's an artistic, liberal vibe going on that we're finding. We get lovely people like Nico Jan and Janelle and Captain Sexy,
Sinjin,
and it's more in tune with our politics and our ethics and our attitude towards creating stuff. So you're right, man. Well, it's so lovely to see you. You're welcome anytime. You've got stuff to sell. You want to come on for a chat? We'd love to have you on, man. It's always a joy to hear from you.
Big love.
See you later on.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Go and have a look. I'm on BBC Two right now, apparently. My episode of Mandy is on.
World domination begins.
That is too bright. Let me get rid of that. That's too bright. I'm on BBC Two right now. That's too bright as well. Let's get something a bit darker. I want something darker. Too bright. There we go. That's dark. That's darker. That's dark.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's so nicely lit.
I'm on BBC Two now if you want to watch it.
You can do catch up though, iPlayer.
Yeah, or you can go and watch it.
You're not bothered?
As long as they're getting me. I think I'm on BBC Radio 4 Extra tonight as well.
Gosh.
I think it was
There's no escape.
Might have been last week. Yeah, Nick phoned me up, talk about 2 potential jobs. I mean, one of them is Fubar, the one I'm talking about anyway.
Yeah.
But, and another one is something with David Lloyd that won't actually happen. But I just said,
is it the thing he's been talking about?
Yeah. And I just said, well, if it doesn't happen, it's very nice that he would, he talks about me in such a kind way. And it was nice. It was nice to get a phone call. Jobs that won't happen, and I'm not really that bothered about anymore, because I think we have a load of people said this week, since the banning, we got into a bit of a groove. Paul, MBE Paul.
Oh,
King
Rhythmic
of all
Paul, yeah.
Rhythmic Paul. I feel bad calling him Rhythmic Paul now. He's an MBE.
Rhythmic Paul,
Master
MBE.
Beta, I think that means. Master Beta.
Beta of drums.
Master Beta.
Yes.
We have, being that close to death as we were, metaphorical death, career death. It's really freeing.
Yeah, we almost had a lot of free time.
And also, I've gone back to that thing of this doesn't matter. None of this matters, and I forgot that for a while. None of this matters. Doing this, got the college course, got daytime friends with Iain Lee. So whatever will be, will be. Vaccines coming, Trump's out.
Yeah.
Festival of Brexit is happening. Great time to be alive.
Is that real? I thought that was a joke.
No, that's real. £29 million is being spent on it. But people
Could we not? Could we save that money? Because I think we might need it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's coming from the government, but people were also going, well, that could get 1,000 nurses. Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If the Festival of Brexit didn't go ahead, we wouldn't get 1,000 nurses. It doesn't work like that. And here's the thing. The thing that I think we have all observed...
Nurses live on claps anyway, we all know that.
Yeah. The thing I've learnt this year is there's always money available. There's a price to pay, but there's always money available. The government paid 80% of the wages of nearly everybody for 6 months. There's always money available. It means you're going to be huge in debt. Taxes will definitely go up. All of this stuff, you have to pay for it. But money is always available. It's always there if you need it. That's the thing I've picked up from this. Just borrow more. Just borrow more. But by the time furlough ends, in March again, it will have been pretty much a year that the government has paid 80% of most of the people's wages. Wow. The money's always there.
Yeah, but they haven't given the nurses any more money though, have they?
There's
no money for that.
No, there is. The nurses are allowed, public sector workers, the nurses are allowed to get a pay rise, but the police and teachers aren't. That was the thing. Police and teachers aren't allowed. We're not letting them get a pay rise this year. Right, and the reason for that would be what? Because they carried on working through the pandemic and put their lives at risk, or you're hoping they die off? Maybe that's why they want all the kids back at school, so some of the teachers die, so there's not enough to have a protest about the fact that they're not allowed to have a pay rise. Politics. Thank you, Quorox. He's ordered a poster and he's ordered a record.
They are getting the money from the nurses by charging them more for parking, you're right.
I think during our chat with Will, I'm not even going to call that an interview because I thought his behaviour was disgusting.
Oh gosh, diva.
It was like the Sex Pistols on Bill Grundy. Right?
Yeah, but swearier. Yeah.
But worse. I think that the Akul Khan played perfectly.
I heard it.
Sans echo. Sans echo. It worked. So I fixed it. Do I get any thanks from my colleague or my fans?
Well...
No.
Oh. No.
I'm not going to tell him. Tell me what? Tell me what? Tell me what? Tell me what? Tell me what?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Go on, tell me something. Tell me something. Tell me something. Tell me something.
Well.
What?
I don't know if you're ready to hear it.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Hear it. Hear it. Hear it.
Well. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's have the good news first. News first. News first.
News is Daniel sounded fine.
Beautiful. 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 Bad news. 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 Don't tell me they couldn't valet.
Yeah, was that?
Well, they couldn't hear any of it. Thank you.
See, he sounds beautiful.
They could hear Will. Could they?
They could hear Will, but they.
Jesus, don't! I just thought I'd done a Mark Commode again. I got Mark Commode in for a pre-recorded interview, and I sent Eloise, my producer, out because I was showing off. Eloise, I can run the desk, not a problem. And I recorded it, and I sent her the file. And that night I got a text saying, what went wrong with the Mark Commode interview? I went, nothing did. She goes, well, why can't we hear him?
Ooh.
And I hadn't had his microphone turned on. So all you hear is, Mark, tell me about this book.
No, it's just it was echoing a little bit there, but I think it was barely noticeable.
Okay. 0203. 286 6370 is the telephone number. Let's open the Skype. But we missed any calls. We have missed this call. Let's call this, and then we're going to call Lisa Marie back. And we're going to... What a show.
It is, though, isn't it?
Tuesday Club. Some people want... We need to talk about whether it's Tuesday Club or Tuesday Coochie Club.
Coochie Club. Well, that Coochie Club is something different.
That's a fanny exercise.
Yeah, it is. You can do that by yourselves.
Okay, that person hung up. They didn't fancy it, so we're going to go to Lisa.
I think they heard the word Coochie Club.
Marie. I know I'm on BBC Two right now. It's a Tuesday night. I'm
You're
generally
on the telly.
BBC Two. Yep. Hello, Lisa Marie.
Hello.
Look at my hair. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the show. Make sure you close that window handle because someone could break in and kill you. That's it.
What with the handle?
They could still. They could just pull it open, come in and slit her throat and eat her eyes. They could still do it with it shut like that. Just to warn you.
But it's just a bit more tricky.
A lot harder. It's a lot harder. I would hate to find out that you have been brutally murdered, Lisa Marie. I like the way you do your top button up. I've got a lot of respect for people, women primarily, that do their top button up. It's a look that has been owned by men. And now I'm seeing more and more women do it. Okay, we don't want to just see the neck. Let's see the face as well. Come on, girl. But I love the top button done up. I think it takes balls to carry that off. And isn't it interesting associating confidence with male genitals? There's the patriarchy in full effect. Thank you. Please, Lisa Marie, what have you called in for?
Just to say hi and that I'm enjoying the show.
Yay!
What if she'd have phoned in to say goodbye or to say I'm not enjoying the show? Goodbye.
That's tomorrow's call.
Okay, Lisa, talent show tomorrow. How are you feeling about the talent show?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Are we going to see you tomorrow in the talent show?
Maybe.
Oh, mysterioso.
Would you like to give us a hint?
Musical, maybe.
Musical, maybe. Baby. All right.
Wouldn't you love it if all of a sudden we realised that Lisa Marie is like a wicked death metal singer?
No.
All right. Well, we will ask no further questions. We look forward to receiving your entry tomorrow. If you feel up to it, no pressure whatsoever. All right. Anything else, Lisa Marie?
No.
Okay. We'll say tutty bye. always nice to take your call. Thank you. The talent show is happening tomorrow. Catherine, would you like to tell the boys and the girls what is happening and how they can get involved and how they could win a
big prizes?
Prize, £250 for the winner. So far, it could be more.
Well, we're calling it a talent night, but really it's more variety. So it could be anything. Use your imagination. What's your party piece? Could that be something that would keep us amused for a couple of minutes? Give us a shout. We'll just get you up and
that's it. We've been sent a couple of videos. No longer than 2 minutes. If it goes over 2 minutes, we stop.
Yeah, because it might get a bit much, but I think 2 minutes is fine, isn't it? It's to demonstrate the amazing talents that you have. And what we're going to do is shortlist about 5 people, and then at the end of the night the chat will decide who won, and there's a proper prize donated by our sponsors, Richard Gregorian and also Nick at Poseidon, who donated just a little bit more to put one in the eye for Richard Gregorian.
Tomorrow night, all night. We'll probably, I'd imagine we'd close the acts around 11:30 so we can start the voting. Oh no, because we like to finish a little bit earlier on a Wednesday college. I reckon the first 2 hours will be the acts.
Yes, 11 o'clock.
And then 11 we'll start the voting process and see where that goes.
For the big final.
It can be anything. Yes, Beardy Stew, your comedy act. Yes, Danny, we will sign the single if you buy it. Will says, thanks, guys. I forgot to tell you my Beatles story.
Oh, Will.
That's like I never read it, but my tongue is swollen. I think I'm coming down with something. I felt very poorly this morning. But the end of Burrell's, you know, the money-grabbing butler?
You mean Princess Diana's Rock?
Yep. At the end of Burrell's book, right, so he tells all the stories, and the end is, well, that's all there is I have to tell you about Princess Diana. Although I didn't mention the time that... But no. I'll save that for another day.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
it was something like that. Yeah. If anyone has got, it's not that long a shot. If anyone's got Burrell's first book, please phone up and read those last few pages, because I believe that's how it went. But of course, there's the time but no, I'll save that for another money grabbing day. Nina will come to you in a second. Faith, of course she's got time. I think I'm coming down with something. My tongue.
Oh, that looks very dry.
Our tongue is swollen. It's not dry.
It looks dry. It looks pale and dry.
It's not dry. It's
cracked.
No, it's cracked. Retro Faith, yeah.
Hello.
Retro Faith, yeah. Oh, you can't see us. Hang on. And we can't hear you. Why can't we hear you? Oh, that's you.
Oh.
That's you. Please.
Unmute.
Unmute. Unmute. Unmute. You muted and then you unmuted. I don't think your microphone is plugged in. I don't think you're muted. This is another professional streamer. Yeah. It's so great to see our peers are as technically inept as we are.
I think she's doing it to make us look good.
I think it could be a charity case. Your tongue is bad like the singing.
Oh.
Who's going to ban Talk Radio 1 first?
Me.
Yeah, you did. You got there first.
I bet I know who that
hang
was.
on, let's read her lips. What are...
Hello.
What are you saying? I'm just looking at the Sega Saturn control behind her, that's all.
Nice.
It's good, isn't it?
Is she typing in chat?
I've got open chat. What?
Who's it? Who is it? What's going on?
We'll come back to you in a minute. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me.
Right. I think this happened last time, didn't it?
She's terrible at technology.
Welcome to the
Right, that one was not answering. We'll go to Nina. We'll come to Nina. We'll come back to you in a minute, Faith.
14 unban requests, and it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday, isn't it?
So Friday is going to be a hot one.
We'll come back to you in a minute, Faith. I promise we've got plenty of time, so don't panic. Hello, Nina.
Nina.
Hello.
We can hear her, so it's
not us.
It's Faith's fault.
Sure.
All right, that's a relief. Hello, Nina.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank. My tongue is a bit swollen.
Oh.
Pop it away now, please.
Have you been biting? You know what? I do a thing at night. I actually chew my own tongue. It's not like grinding my teeth. I chew my own tongue. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
So are you saying you might be chewing my tongue?
No.
Chance to be a fine thing.
Oh, come on
Are
now.
you chewing your own tongue?
No, I don't think so. I think I've... well, we both felt a bit rough this morning. I woke up and I just felt I had a really bad headache and was a bit coldy. I felt a bit coldy. Very tired. Spent most of the day in bed. I got up at 8:45, did an AA meeting, and went back to bed and woke up at 1. That's insane.
I think the ban was exhausting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so now we need to sleep it off.
Rest is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rest is best.
No, rest.
Rest is good.
Anyway, how have you been keeping?
Yeah, good actually. I enjoyed that call with Will and talking about his drawing, and I yesterday started an online drawing course.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and like one of those things that you've been meaning to do for decades.
Yeah.
That's how long. That weird sort of, I know I'd really enjoy this because I really was, really into it at school, and I sort of did an A level but didn't finish it, and blah blah blah. Almost that self-sabotage thing that goes on. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'd like to do that, but
I haven't got time.
Yeah, well, I haven't got time, or when I'm not sure I'll really be good enough, or all that sort of thing. And I have put it off literally for years and years and years. And then now that everything's gone online, of course, as well, when I lived nearer London, it was easier to do. And now that I've moved further out, that's been the excuse. Oh, I can't get into London easily. It's so expensive, blah, blah, blah. But now everything's gone online, of course. Oh, God, it was so great. It was like really, so I learned so much in just a 3-hour lesson that I've just kind of thought, God, yeah, this is.
Is it live or is it live? Is it?
Yes, yeah.
Good.
And and they do it all on. I mean, how these teachers have kind of jumped in and embraced that online world, because it's all on. You sign in on Google Classroom. It's all on Google Meet. You're submitting. Your assignments and stuff like that.
I'm covering it for her modesty.
All right, well, she's a cat.
But what were you doing?
So portrait.
Wow.
Drawing, yeah. So, and I just remember when I did the A levels, I only did a year and sort of dropped out, got a job, and that was it. Here I am, decades later. But yeah, just that kind of getting into that. Flow, where that's what you're doing, not thinking about anything else, really enjoying it. And if anyone's been thinking about doing any kind of class or lesson that they kind of have been putting off for a long time, if you can.
Cat's done another one.
All right, it's the cat's done it, has it? Cat's done one. Okay.
No, you're right. The time is now. We're never going to get this opportunity, are we? And there are so many courses now that have gone online that wouldn't have been otherwise. So the reason why I started doing yoga with Brendan, I've been meaning to get to one of his classes. It's just that little bit too far. The timing didn't suit, and then all of a sudden things fell into place where I'm at home and he's doing things online.
Is he doing a class on Friday?
He will do, yeah.
I think Friday, because I'm a bit busy tomorrow. I've got to go to the
Have
vet.
a look at his schedule, because I said I would do one with you, but I'm going to do Thursday as well.
Okay, well I can't do Thursday because I've got college tomorrow. I've got the vets. And then I've treated myself to a new rug, Nina, so I have to go and pick that up from Waitrose.
Oh, nice.
It's from John Lewis, but it goes... No, it's not from... No, the duvet is to... the rug is from Wayfair. That's coming next week. I bought myself a nice duvet from John Lewis, a 13.5 togger. Because my one's quite thin, and all the feather... I bought it when I moved into the flat. So it was a bit cheap and cheerful. It was just uneasy. So I've treated myself to a nice new duvet.
Good.
Thank you.
Treat yourself.
Thank you, I will.
You gotta.
Oh, well, you have. Who else is going to treat me?
Well.
Nina, will you be entering the talent show tomorrow?
Well, I had... No. Well, did you get my email today about my email yesterday?
No.
No.
The cat video?
Yeah, which... I don't know why. Whenever I send you anything, you can't open it or see it. Or,
it's probably us. Yeah. The cat in the box yesterday.
Yeah, but it's not my fault.
Anyway, and then I said, oh yeah, can't wait for screen sharing on Wednesday, which of course may be implied, but obviously you didn't get that email, so it's not implying that I was going to enter tomorrow. I've mistaken the quiz for tomorrow.
It's a very simple yes. Let me go into basic mode. It's a very simple yes or no question, Nina. I'll try it again. Will you be entering the talent show tomorrow?
No.
Oh, but
I've thought about it, but no.
I've had a thought. If you get really good at portraits and stuff, we could do with a court reporter for Fridays, couldn't we?
Yeah, I would like a court reporter.
A court artist.
I tried to buy a stenography machine.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, because I thought it would be funny to have a stenography machine, but they're well expensive.
Just pretend.
You know what Do you remember your the last one? Because of course there was no Friday show last week. The week before did you have a caller on that as well? Was that that one?
Yeah.
A guy. I loved that because that kind of it was almost like he was in the dock.
If they've got the balls to call in, they'd be very, very welcome.
There's already a quite compelling storyline hatching, isn't there?
There's someone. Listen, no names, no pack drill. Someone wants an apology on Friday for being timed out. This is where we've got to. Someone has sent an email. Friday we'll read it. Someone got timed out, blamed one of the mods, and wants an apology for it. Stay tuned on Friday. We'll find out who, what, where, when, and why. Nina, listen, I'm going to go because we've just missed a call from Nigel. Always lovely to see you. Lovely to see you looking so well. Thank you. We've got...
let's try Nigel. He won't answer.
No, let's try Nigel. Then we'll go to Faith. I just want to give her a little bit more time to sort it out.
Here we go. This isn't going to work, but...
Production meeting. Great question. Saturday, 11 o'clock.
I can do that.
Saturday, 11.
I'll be in.
You've called is currently unavailable.
Thank you. Production meeting for Tier 3 subs will be this Saturday at 11. Saturday at 11. That's good because that helps me, stay clean, but also give us some good content for the show. Some great content for the show.
It's all about the content.
So if you're a Tier 3 sub, check your whispers kind of like Friday afternoon and I will have sent you a link. Faith said, I found out why Windows have muted Skype should work now. What's the betting it actually will work now?
Well, let's see.
What do you think?
Linda, if you're watching, thank you very much indeed for buying a couple of my mugs from my Etsy shop.
Hey, nice one, Linda. Thank you.
They're nice ones.
Makes the tea taste... She's taking the piss.
She is.
She is taking the piss. It isn't us! What are you doing? You absolute prune!
What have you pressed or not? Should we give her a Zoom link?
I mean, I'm tempted to never let her back again.
Oh, I like it.
I'm glad we got banned and couldn't raid her last week.
What about that one? But what about that one? No. It still
Stay there.
work.
I'm going to send you a Zoom link. I'll send you a Zoom link in the chat. I think she just called you a C then. I think she went, I'll cast a C. I think that's what she said. Right, new meeting. Unbelievable.
Bit much that.
Thank you very much indeed. They're working there, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah. They're excellent.
Right, so I need to invite, and I need to copy that link, and I need to do that, and I need to then go back here, and we need to go here, and there's the link.
And let's see if this works.
I mean...
What have you got on your t-shirt? Is that from the chip? It's from the chips.
It's from the chips, isn't it? Made chips tonight.
I'm going to rub a little bit of fairy liquid in that. It'll come out.
I did it the other day with some blood. I'm having a great time with my chip deep fat fryer. Chips for tea, chips for breakfast, chips for lunch, chips for supper, chips for snack chips. Loving it. Right.
Chip and chips. Tell you what he tried today, courtesy of me. Samfire. Courtesy of me. Samfire.
Hey! Right, no, that's not good.
That's us.
No, it's not. We can't. Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Yes.
Boom.
What was going on there, you prune?
I think I just need to uninstall Skype and add fiddle about it. It's saying on Skype. It's not my microphone. It's Skype. It's rubbish. Just Zoom works straight away. It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It's worked for everybody else this evening. But let's not get carried away with that.
We're all here now.
We would like to say publicly we are sorry that we did not raid your 24-hour stream, but because Twitch is run by prudes, the prudes, apparently the site of 11 fake penises of different colours, so it was racially inclusive, but apparently that's too much for Jeff Bezos.
Who can honestly say they've never had a willy-based accident? None of us. So let's move on, everyone.
So we couldn't raid you. How did the 24-hour stream go?
It was phenomenal. And it kind of the reason why I wanted to call today, because it goes back to a little bit about what Tina was just saying there and what you're saying yourself about doing things to improve yourself. And I just thought, I'm glad I did it because it gave me an opportunity to really
do something that I normally would do in the real world before COVID. It gave me an opportunity to like be with people and do something good for the world, and not just constantly thinking about all this bad stuff that's happening and problems with presidencies and viruses and all this sort of stuff. And I just thought it was like the real world's back helping each other again.
Yeah.
And I just really got a real lot of love and feel for humanity from doing it. So, well, for me personally, it was brilliant, and I absolutely loved it. I just felt it really kind of opened something inside me that made me think we can still do good things, even though there's a really bad situation.
What is the thing with 24-hour streams? Because St. John's done it. I know you've done it. So many people have done it. And it is getting to the point where I am thinking that you and I need to have a conversation. But I don't know why anyone does them.
Yeah.
Well, I
didn't
plan that at first. I just, because the NSPCC said they're looking for partners to do charity streams. I said I'd pop along because I'm a retro streamer. It made sense, and it's a charity I supported in previous work. So I thought that's fine. And then one of my friends said, "Oh, you're doing a 24-hour charity stream," and I said, "No, I'm just doing a charity stream." And they went, "Oh, aren't they always 24 hours?" I'm like,
"Oh man,
yeah, they are. They're all 24 hours. Of course they are. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do." So,
oh no!
Yeah, that's how it turned out. But I'm glad I did it and sat through it. I was totally shattered. But I'll tell you what, it was through the amount of people that stopped by, just support. It was like, you know, when you see people doing them, because I live in Greenwich and the start of the marathon is near my house.
Yeah.
So you're always like standing there clapping them. It felt a bit like that. And people clapping the marathons. As I was getting towards the end, people were like, "Come on, you can do it, babe." Because I was like this. And my boyfriend Sam was like, "Come on, you can do it, you can do it." I'm sitting there trying to play games, like falling all over the place and doing this. And I got through it.
Did you do it dressed as like Bugs Bunny or in an old-fashioned diving suit or something? That would have been good.
I was going to do some of that. And then what I realised was staying awake and being entertaining for 24 hours is hard enough.
You can do it right now, please.
I did have one set up. But after that 12 hours in, I was thinking, my God, I stink. I want to shower. I feel terrible. I've got another 12 hours there. The last thing I want to do is start putting on some fancy dress, like costume sort of thing. I was going to do a pirate one because I play this game Sea of Thieves. So I was going to put on, I've got a pirate hat, which is somewhere around. I had a whole pirate outfit. I'm kind of gutted I didn't, but at the same time, I realised if I had to sit there for 12 hours in an uncomfortable leather pirate's costume, I probably wouldn't have got through it.
That's why they never did it.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, Faith.
The other difference is, obviously, I'm really lazy, and I do all my work and streaming and stuff from my couch. So sitting here, I could slop out a bit more, like, you know, so I could just be like this when no one, because there was times when not many people watching, so I could just lean back, put something on and do a bit.
Oh, I'd be gone.
You're obviously sitting in a real chair, so you have to sit upright the whole time.
Yeah.
Put it on demo mode and just like have your eyes, the matchsticks under the eyes. That's how you have to do it. How's all the streaming going? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's going absolutely fine. I'm really finding my way with it now. I'm getting some really good interviews, developers and stuff, so I'm really enjoying that. I've got the guy that does this Fantasy Star Online servers today, the guy that runs it now. I'm interviewing him live on Saturday.
Oh, wicked!
I'm going to be like, oh my God, you make my life so happy.
Do you do a podcast?
I do lots of podcasts. I don't do one myself. I get invited to quite a few, but I don't do. Well, I'll tell you why I don't. Because I just find if you try to do the streaming, the YouTube videos,
it's
all
a lot.
That stuff, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Trying to knock out an hour-long podcast. What I'm thinking of doing though, I'm going to do with because every Thursday I have a new developer come on and talk about their game, whether it's an old game or a new game, and all that, and then we play it live, and people can ask questions and stuff. And I was thinking a bit before that and after that, I might do a bit of a kind of podcasty thing with a bit of news and play tunes from retro games. I was thinking of making a little bit like an extra radio show. So that's another reason I called just before. After spreading the good news of if you can do something good during COVID, people, please just do it.
I invented a vaccine.
I did a charity stream, and I felt so good about it. It wasn't just good that there was money raised for the kids at Christmas. It was also good that I got to do something that made me feel good. And
well, it's the same what we were talking to Will about jobs and whatever. Having a sense of purpose, a lot of people have lost their sense of purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
Struggle with it anyway, but certainly this year, furlough or losing their jobs or not being able to see their family or whatever, a lot of people feel like they've lost their sense of purpose. So doing something like that, us doing this, you know, me messing around and doing silly little things online in the daytime, kind of, you know, okay, maybe there's 20 people watching, maybe there's 100 people, maybe there's 1,000 people watching. Numbers are great, but not huge. But if you're entertaining somebody, you kind of got a purpose. If there's two people watching, some of my favourite streams, the thing I wrote about, I think it's next month's Retro Gamer, where I write about you, and I write about Black Mario, and I write about this guy called Mr. Zadok, who I love, right? And he's quite dry, and I've been there, and no one else has been watching him. And
oh, that's special when that happens.
yeah, and I go in there quite often, and sometimes I'm the only person, and I love it. And I'm getting something out of it, you know. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, nice to see you."
I didn't tell you come on the stream. I didn't tell you. Richard Olsen. Is it Richard Olsen? Richard Olsen, the guy that does Pointless and
Osman.
Yeah, he randomly popped in my stream at 5 a.m.
No.
I'm a bit tired, just like blah blah blah, and he started chatting to me, and I was like, "Oh, your name reminds me of someone. You share your name with someone that's written some stuff for Retro Gamer, and is also a TV guy." And he was like, "It is me."
Wow, there you go.
And he started asking me loads of questions about why I was playing retro games, and I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, "That's great, that's great." I was like, I thought to myself, "Am I daydreaming?" And then my boyfriend comes down to start work. He's an electrician, so he comes down like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, or whatever. And I'm sitting there talking about, "Oh, good morning, darling," and all that. And I was like, "Can you just check if this is that Richard?" He's like, "Who's Richard Osman?" I'm like, "You know that guy?" And I'm sitting there live on the stream, I'm like, "You know that guy who does like the Pointless and the game shows?" And he was like, "Oh right, big head." I'm like, yeah.
Big everything. He's a really tall bloke, isn't he?
He's massive. He's a lot taller than me. Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah, big hands. Go on, you're going to say something. Go on.
I was going to say, yeah, so because I'm thinking about adding some bits on the end of these interviews, like a little bit before and a bit after. So as you guys are radio experts, what's a good starting point if someone was going to sort of construct a kind of itinerary, if you like, of a bit of music, a bit of chat, a bit of news? What sort of process would I need to go through?
When you start off, I would give the listener a reason to hang on. So I wouldn't go straight in with an interview or anything like that. I would give them a little hello. If you were going to put music in, have a little moment, but make sure that you've given them a reason to hang on till after the music, and then get into it. Then after that, you'll find your own flow of doing it. But it's just all about kind of just weaving it so you've got some sort of momentum, and that's right, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's different for different people. I think we see things slightly differently because you come more from a producer newsy background. I come from a just twatting around background.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of formal training. So, and I think together we kind of make. But if I were to listen, the reason I asked about podcasts is because I would listen to a podcast of you. I would be listening because I like you, and your personality comes over on the stream. So I'd want to listen to that. I'd want to listen to your personality and the guests and stuff, but I want to hear you talking. I'm not going to tell you how to interview people because you do it all the time. But if I was listening to a podcast, I can put up with a lot of technical stuff if the host is engaging, which you are, which is why I'm a fan of yours, because I like you. So that's the key thing, is don't smother you.
Yeah, don't overthink it too much. Don't be trying to be like anybody else, because there's no need to. People come there for you. Just trust it a bit.
Put features in. If they don't work, don't be afraid of taking them, dropping them after one go. If there's something that you really, really think works and people are going, it's terrible. If you really think it works, keep doing it. It's your thing. It will find its audience.
I always like it when people get straight into the action. So, straight away it opens up and you're like, oh my God, this thing happened to me this week. Boom, you're in.
I'm with you, yeah.
Don't smother you.
Start with a bombshell, go bang.
Just like this phone call you've had with us, right? It doesn't go, so today we're going to talk about this, and this. No one talks like that, right? Straight away, it's like, oh my God, I did this 24-hour stream and it was so much fun. And it got me thinking about how small our worlds have become. You know this. Just
I got it. Yeah, I get it.
Imagine you're talking to your boyfriend.
Right?
Well, just
do that enough.
Or someone sympathetic.
Well.
Or someone sympathetic that you like. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
think less. Think less, I think, is the key.
Yeah, and don't talk to a crowd. Talk to you. Talk to that person.
Okay.
Because it will be one person generally listening on their own, so it's a really intimate thing. You don't have to hold forth.
My other advice, don't be shit.
But you're not shit.
Just don't be shit.
Make sure your microphone works.
It's always a bonus.
Let us know if you do it. And hey, listen, by the way, you're welcome on any time. So it's lovely you send a message saying, have you got time for me to come on? We have always got time for you, Faith. You're a friend of the show, I believe they would say. So come on, anytime you want to plug anything, come on. And if you get that podcast doing, then come on. Yeah. If you want to email, technically, there's not a lot we can tell you. But if you've got any questions, then send us an email and we'll try and answer them.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you guys.
See you later on. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Tatty bye. Monkey Trumpet says, interesting. So are you saying you listen to a podcast for the interviewer's style approach as opposed to the person being interviewed? It depends. If I'm going through the podcast and there's like an episode of something that I've never heard before and it's Mickey Dolenz being interviewed, one of the monkeys, I'll download that. And if I like the interviewer, I might stick around. But yeah, generally it's the interviewer. It's Adam Buxton. I want to hear Adam Buxton talk to people.
I will listen to Adam Buxton talk to anybody, and I've discovered new people through following a podcast rather than I don't follow the guests.
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
I mean, I
It
think it's
depends
quite
if it's
rare for
something
people to
special.
do that. But
Yeah.
like for example, you're a massive, Monkeys fan, so you'll follow
Thank
those
you.
things around.
Thank
But
you.
if you're trying to make a podcast yourself, it's got to be you. It's got to be you, and you've got to offer something different from everyone else, and you do that by being unique.
I'm really tired today.
Mm.
Oh, there's a good book coming out. It keeps getting delayed because of COVID. It's stuck on a boat off of Portsmouth or something about the history of the BBC Micro.
Oh.
I wrote the intro for it, but BBC Micro book. What's it called? I'll show you this because some of you will dig this. Here we go. Here we go. It's expensive, but it's a big old book. I haven't got my copy yet. I've got a copy coming, and this is the kind of thing I would have bought. Anyway.
Also, if you're buying for a retro gaming fan, this is a main
joy.
Christmas
I'm not making a
present,
penny. I mean, I got paid for it, but I'm not making a penny off it. But I think it's great. 476 pages. Celebrate the visual games history of the BBC Micro with this case-bound book contained within a beautiful slipcase spread over 476 pages with a foreword by Richard Hanson, Superior Software, and Life of an Acorn Gamer by TV's Ian Lee.
Oh, TV's
Ian Lee. I've not had that for a while. Oh, I've not had that for a while. I'll take that for $1. I can't wait because there's no books about the BBC. They're all a little bit pony. If there are any, they're all about Spectrums and Commodores, possibly rightfully so. But this looks like a joy. So I'm just saying that if you want to Christmas presents, get that big thick old book.
Yeah, it looks impressive. My dad's asked for a book, and one came today, and it was all like scuffed up.
Was it?
Yeah,
Send
I
that
always
back.
sent it back, but then I thought I'll read it.
What is it?
It's the Beatles. Once Dreaming the Beatles.
Send that back. What to give as a present?
Yeah.
No, send that back.
No, but I'll read it.
Well,
I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed sending it
I've got
back.
a copy of it you can read. Send it back. That's outrageous.
Oh, I'm going to send it back.
Send it back.
Yeah. It was all
Don't let them get away with that.
It was all like, the spine, the base of the spine.
No.
Yeah, it was all like roughed up.
No, I don't know the base of the spine. That's what I'm saying when I say no. That's out of order. That is out of order. We did this phone call. Screw Bezos. Hang on.
I think that's a bit extreme.
I'm going to
It's not
turn
in
this
your book.
down. This is the... Okay, well, I turned the volume down then. That was a good joke. I think that's Rob Bonet. Is that?
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Okay,
yeah.
let's try that again. Here we go.
That creepy voice.
Here we go. Let's try
Know
that
it
again.
Anywhere.
Here we go. Rob Bonet.
Hello, Kath. Hello, Ian. I've just read Chubby Checker's autobiography. It's got a lot of twists. Bye.
Okay.
Made himself laugh there. I like that.
No one else, though. Mike says, Ian, Kath, do you reckon if a person has two main addictions, alcohol and something else, should they do support groups or both, or focus on one support group? Would AA be a best catch-all? Can you have two sponsoring two groups simultaneously? Depends what the other one is, really. But the thing that's sort of suggested to me is tackle the one that will kill you quickest first. Tackle the one that... So if, for example, your addictions are drugs and sex, they'll both kill you. They'll both take you down eventually. But drugs is the more urgent. Get a handle on that. Get and then focus. Or if it's alcohol and food, again, both really, really dangerous. The alcohol will probably... You have to kind of look at that one on a case-by-case basis, actually. But the alcohol will probably kill you first. Focus on that. Unless, your situation is significantly different. So focus on that. But yes, you can go to different support, different 12-step groups.
You can have different sponsors.
Can have different sponsors. It is all good. I was going to 3 different groups, one for drugs, one for alcohol, one for sex. I tend to do a lot of AA meetings now because a sponsor I had, who I don't have now, said that he gets everything from AA, even though his stuff was drugs and sex. But I'm kind of doing about half and half AA and NA, Narcotics Anonymous. How will sex kill you? I'm not even going to answer that question. It's a ridiculous question.
It's the repercussions.
You don't even need to engage with Advis on that. It will. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I feel we had stuff to do. So is this Tuesday Club or is this Tuesday Coochie Club?
Well, Coochie Club was it had a moment, didn't it? And I don't know whether people wanted to continue with that. Coochie Club is something you can do by yourself.
This is supposed to be a little bit more spiritual. And actually, two things. A sponsor is someone in the 12-step fellowship who has more clean time than you and has worked through, if not all, a significant number of the steps, and you kind of ask them for advice. And actually, I was dismissive of that Avis 1977. How will sex kill you? I heard a story about you introducing a virtual Nick Rhodes at a gaming award ceremony. Is that true? Jesus, yes, that is true. I introduced a virtual Nick Rhodes at a gaming awards ceremony. It was a really awful avatar.
Oh.
And I'd forgotten all about that. How will sex kill you? Right, well, you get AIDS or something, right? So there's the thing. I know AIDS is you can live with AIDS, but that's not the greatest example. But you can catch diseases, okay? But I know someone who was a sex addict. And it sounds like fun being a sex addict. It ain't no fun. It ain't no fun at all. It's as demoralising as drugs and alcohol because it's fueled by shame and low self-esteem and self-hatred, and it ruins marriages, and it will kill you quite often by leading to suicide. I had an acquaintance who was a sex addict. I didn't know him that well. And he reached out to me a few times to kind of offer me help. And I kind of was not in a place where I wanted help, so I ignored it. And to put it bluntly, he jumped in front of a train to end his life because it was painful. Couldn't stop. It was so painful. So that's how sex will kill you. That's how sex will kill you. Sex addict sounds fun, man. It's not. It's horrendous.
Imagine continually letting your partner down to the point where they leave you and they take the kids, you end up on your own, or just knowing that you're letting people down all the time and not being able to stop.
A lot of suicide. A lot of people if you're paying for sex and you're obsessed with that, it can lead to bankruptcy and shame and stuff. And Barry says, fascinating. I think people do scoff at sex addiction. It's nice to have explained. And that should have been my initial response. I don't like the word. I would have preferred if my initial response had been to answer that question. That was my own defense mechanism, saying, well, I'm not going to answer that because it's stupid. That was my knee-jerk reaction to get angry. When instead I was asked a question, and actually it's an important thing to share as someone who would classify himself as suffering with sex addiction. Thank you, Advis.
Well, and this is something I've only kind of really educated myself around because I'm around Iain, and when I first met you, I remember there was a lot of talk in the papers about people, getting caught, in compromising positions and saying that they were sex addicts. And I must admit, I think my initial reaction was, I got caught out. He got caught out, so it's an easy deflection. Oh, I'm addicted. It sounds to me like someone who's having a good time and they got caught out and it's embarrassing and they've said they're addicted. Oh, no. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Here's how I told Catherine I was a sex addict, because it's not the kind of thing that you go, well, I should tell you this. I watched a film called Thanks for Sharing, which is Mark Ruffalo and Tim Robbins. It's about sex addicts, right? There's another one that came out around the same time, and I couldn't watch it because it was too sexy. There's a couple, if you are a sex addict, there are a couple of scenes in this that are triggering. There's a couple of scenes where it's a little bit triggering. So you just be careful, I would say, but otherwise it's quite.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dainsy. That's goodbye.
Banner.
A timeout. I think.
That's not helpful.
That's not helpful. It's a really good film, but I watched this film and oh my god, Jesus! And I then said, Kath, I found this really great film. You should watch it. She watched it. This is a good film. Why are you watching it? I said, oh, well, yeah, the Mark Ruffalo character. I kind of really identify with that.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was great, and it was. You were very kind. I don't know if you were shocked or not, but you were very kind. I said, oh God, okay, gosh, well, thanks for telling me. Thanks for sharing, which is the name of the film.
It's it's something that if you're lucky, you will never understand.
Yeah. So, but thanks for sharing. It's a great film. It's a really good film. I would
Pink's
watch
in
it.
it, and she's incredible.
Pink is in it. She is amazing. It's the only time. Sex Addiction, The Hunt for True Love. No, it's Looking for Love in the Wrong Places is how it's phrased in one of the readings. It's the only time as well I've seen a 12-step meeting portrayed pretty accurately. Normally when you see them in films or TV or hear it on a radio show, you go, well, that's not, but this is pretty close to it.
I also found the sponsor relationship, it feels like the closest thing to what you've explained to me that it is.
So I would suggest, if you've got interest in it, watching that. Dangra says, I hope the tide is turning on how people view it. Gambling addiction used to be dismissed and scoffed at.
Yeah.
I feel it's been taken a lot more seriously. Yeah, it is. Gambling and food and, a lot of these things are overlooked. But you're right, I think they are. Gambling is well recognised an addiction.
People assume it's too much of a good thing. It's, you're having a good time and you can't control yourself like that. Well, they're half right. You can't control it and it's destroying your life. It's not a good thing.
There's
it's
no
not
pleasure.
fun.
There's like a second's burst of pleasure, in the orgasm. But that's it. Building up to it, before that, it's horrendous. After that, it's shame and guilt. So much so that you try and repeat the cycle. Hello, Alistair.
Oh, hello. I just thought I'd ring in because...
We're speaking your language.
I've had all of the above. At some point.
Yeah, it's so nice to be able to talk to you about this stuff. I see what I was thinking about today. I was thinking about you, Alistair, because I was doing a meeting in Kalamazoo, an NA meeting, and I was on the virtual NA website, which is great. Which is so great. It comes up to an hour, and I did a meeting this morning, and I said in the meeting, I'm not really connecting with this. This isn't hitting me at all. And so I thought I'll do one this afternoon, and it was like 5 minutes to 3, and knowing it was coming up to an hour, I thought I'll go on this website, virtual NA, because I know there'll be a dozen meetings on at 3 o'clock at some point. So I ended up this meeting in Kalamazoo, and I thought. So I remember asking you if it was okay to share that website on the chat here. And you said, well, of course you can, because it's public domain. Yeah. And I just thought, isn't it funny? Funny is a good word. Isn't it funny how these 12-step programs work, in that for a long time, I was the master, you were the pupil. This is not exactly the right phrase, but I'm doing it slightly for comic effect. But now... you have more clean time than me, which is great. But also you have as much similar. You have an experience within the 12-step fellowship that means we can talk to each other as equals. Do you know what I mean? This is the joy of it, that there is no hierarchy in it. And I've got 37 days and you've got 18 months or 20 months. I can't quite remember what you're up to. And I had years, but there is no hierarchy in it. It's, we are equals in it. If that makes sense. I'm getting slightly lost on a tangent there, but...
No.
Oh, hello? Bless you. Alistair, I think you've muted.
Hello. Yes. I keep doing that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hit the mute button with your cheek?
Yeah, it's a pain in the proverbial.
Cheek. Here we go. Yes.
I was going to say, it's one of the most wonderful things about AA, I suspect, about all these types of programs that use the 12 steps, because right from the start it talks about the fact that there's no hierarchy. It's all about the fact that we respect everybody else in the group, and everything which is said, we encourage everybody to listen to.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn. That's how you learn about yourself. And if you do that, then you can start on the road to recovery in the best way you can. And of course, you're going to have problems on the way. You might have lows and highs, but if you keep going back to the groups and keep in touch with the fellowship or the whichever group it is, then it maximises your chance to remain clean and sober, and also become a better person as well at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, definitely. Keep coming back. Listen for the similarities, not the differences. And Walking
and the
Wounded
thing
is...
was-
Go on, I was just going to say, Walking Wounded is just subscribed, which it reminds me of a lovely phrase that we have. We don't shoot our wounded in NA. When people come in from relapses and they go, I thought I was going to get kicked out, we don't shoot our wounded. Go on. Sorry, Alistair.
No, I was just going to say that, for me as well, having been a fan of yours and on Talk Radio and this platform as well, that, when you talk about your experience, I mean, that helps me as well. So, it's all good, really. I mean, I'm just happy if, you think some of what I say, is good for you, because that's my aim, and hopefully some of the listeners or viewers out there as well.
Oh God, it's all part of it, and loads of people have been inspired by your story, Alistair. It's remarkable. I did think you were hopeless at one point. And I did think we're never going to hear from that arsehole again.
Well, we had to sort of cut off communication for everyone's good, really, didn't we? At one point.
But it's you are an inspiration to me on a daily basis. So thank you for that.
It's definitely a miracle.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, man. Nice to do. Anything else before I cut you off?
No, except I've been practicing for tomorrow night.
Oh, yes!
So exciting.
Yes.
It's going to be a song. I was thinking of singing a love song to Catherine, but then I thought maybe that won't go down so well.
It's up to you, mate. It's up to you. But remember, Catherine is one of the... Catherine and I are the initial judges that put you through to boot camp or not. So I would be careful.
Be careful.
Okay, no, probably not. I'll just sing a Pink Floyd song.
See you later, mate. Look forward to it. Thank you. Thank you. Brendan's in the chat. Shanty Warrior Yoga. Really interesting chat about addiction, guys. Thank you for sharing in. I admire your honesty. Thank you for being so open. I'm hoping Friday to come and join you, Brendan.
Yes. And you can be a bit more open.
Be rough with me.
Real pigeon pose.
I had my 8-year-old walking on my back the other day because we were having a bit of a wrestle. He likes wrestling. I really can't because I'm too old and tired. But we were having a wrestle, and then he kind of rolled over my back, and I went, "Oh, this is going to sound weird, son. Could you just walk up and down my back for a bit?" He went, "Well, really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Don't walk on my spine. Just walk. Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "This is what some massages. This is what they'll do." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." Brilliant. Brendan, you are now a VIP in this room, so thank you.
You're a VIP generally. Honestly, those classes have been a little oasis for me, and I really appreciate them, and I'm looking forward to doing 2 classes with you this week.
Friday,
I'm going to become one of those women.
Mark says, any alcohol addiction podcast recommendations? And Claire says, Soberful with Veronica Valley and Chip Summers.
Oh, Chip
Chip's
Summers.
my friend. Chip was my therapist for a long time. Helped me back from the relapse 2.5 years ago. Helped me with the car crash. Big.
Have a look at some of the Russell Brand's old podcast as well. He's done some brilliant things, and I as the kind of interested friend, I found it really really helpful to educate myself as to what was going on and how I could help and how I couldn't. That's just as important.
Whoa.
What's going on now?
Whoa. Okay. So someone else says, I've just logged in. Has there been anything said about the Utah monolith yet?
The what now?
What the hell? So I've just Googled it thinking, well, this guy's a fruitcake. But there's a Utah monolith. So, yes, I'm happy with those cookies. Right, hang on.
Oh, that reminds me. Do you know what came in the post today?
Was it a PlayStation 5? Because they're massive.
No. It was the latest copy, or 2 months' times copy of Chatter's Fate.
A giant metal mystery slab has captured the attentions of millions as people speculate how a structure came to be in a remote part of southern Utah.
Art, performance art.
It'd be a movie. The object was first spotted last week by a helicopter pilot and wildlife officers who were flying above the rugged area to conduct an annual count of bighorn sheep for the state. The helicopter pilot, Brett Hutchings, had the opportunity to see the big metal slab up close and guessed it was the work of an artist between 10 feet and 12 feet high. Well, that's a tall for an artist, isn't it? Okay. I'm assuming it's some new wave artist or something. You know, someone that was a big 2001 fan. It's illegal to install structures. Okay, well, it's just a bit of art or a movie.
Someone's doing a thing.
So
and we're being sucked in.
So that is that. I'm tired, man. I think maybe I've got it.
What happened to that gold toilet?
Oh, yeah. Go on. What was that?
Gold toilet was installed in some country house, wasn't it? And got stolen.
Yeah, by a Belgian artist.
And then the artist said he wasn't angry about it.
It got broken into, didn't it, at night?
Yeah. Someone nicked his toilet.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. David, we're going to call you. I'm just going to ride this.
I think that's probably a good shout.
Going to ride this. Hello, David, my old friend. Hello? Hello? Sorry, 2 seconds. All right. Let's see. Got to have a system. Oh, look. Brendan says, I used to get my mum to walk on my back. It would crack and she would run off, horrified, bless her. Catherine will not crack my back.
No.
And will not let me crack her back.
No, I don't mind back is fine for cracking, although
Let me crack
my
your back.
neck has never clicked so much as in Brendan's lesson.
I love a back clack. Back clack?
A back clack?
Yeah, I love it.
Back clack.
Can we time out Retro Engine for 2 minutes, please?
Why? For going for that joke?
Police are investigating stolen toilet. They have nothing to go on. So that's a timeout.
I mean, they did that joke at the time, but fair enough. Go on, I'll give you...
Okay, David's calling in. Let's. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride the fader. Hello. Okay.
All right.
David sent us a message, which I won't reveal the content. It talks about addiction on Skype, and we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. It's nice and chill tonight. This is nice. This is what Tuesday Club is supposed to be. It's a bit spiritual.
Yeah.
A little bit spiritual. Opening your third eye. Or your fourth, if you're a woman.
Oh.
No, if you're a man. A chiropractor once recommended kids jumping around on your back. F. Fox. What? Don't understand that. Yeah, it's intriguing, Deansy. We've had, we've got to be careful at the moment with some of the callers because we just don't know.
Oh my God, 18 new on ban requests.
This is going to be
We haven't
great.
banned 18 people, have we?
It would appear that you have. Don't forget, we must remember that someone wants an apology for being timed out. Yeah. Friday's show is going to be. It's going to be.
All rise for Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
I think it could be the longest one we've ever done.
Or the quickest. I
Yep.
might be feeling rapid that day. I think a lot of these decisions will be very easy. Because I don't think half these people are sorry.
Let's do our lovely, lovely, lovely sponsors while we're waiting.
It's sponsor time. We're all feeling fine.
I'm doing it. It's my teeth clacking.
Can hear you licking.
Sponsor time. It's sponsor time.
Yeah.
Ass. JPU Records. Sorry. JPU Records, we love you.
Oh.
Big up the JPU Records. Let's get the links for the for all of our sponsors. This show couldn't happen without the sponsors. We are booked up, I think, until the new year. There is a chance that we might be able to sneak this VPN one in sort of over Christmas wrap. There's a chance. We've got an American company that want to sponsor with us some big dollars, big old dollars.
We're talking megabucks, guys.
Megabucks. But we can't do this without you sponsors. So thank you to JPU Records. Let me go there so you can see the whole logo. There we go.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
JPU Records.
Put your face in it. Oh, look. Don't lick
Big old
that.
tongue. JPU Records. It's a great record company in the UK, but it's all Japanese music, Japanese artists. They import stuff that some of you will know, a lot of it you won't know. A lot of it is kind of like heavy metal and kind of gothic rock.
Yeah.
But then there's also
two robot women.
Well, we'll play some more of them tomorrow, shall we? Because they're great. There's also this brilliant.
JPU Records is in the chat right now. I hope you appreciate the extra
Pick a
effect
track,
we've
pick a
got.
track,
We've got
any
a little
track. Pick a
snowstorm
track.
going for you. 12.
Number 12. Here we go. This is the Bob Dylan. No, this is not the Bob Dylan song, but Bob did this, didn't he? I think.
No, that must be Santa.
Huh?
It's not, is it? No. Here comes Santa Claus.
Oh. How could you not want that being played on Christmas Day? Listen, I think it's a great record. You might want to buy it because it sounds ridiculously camp and silly. Don't matter. Just go and buy it. I've lost the logo. I'm so sorry.
It's
Where
that
is
time
it?
of year. We've had a crap one. Treat yourself to a little bit of jollity.
Oh, it's up there. Why have that gone up there? Go and buy it. It's $9.99. You get 10% off if you use the code. Oh, you couldn't hear it. Oh, we'll have it again.
Oh.
No,
As if our
apologies.
impression didn't tell you
Apologies. Oh, my humblest apologies. Let's get straight back in there. Here we go. There we go. Now you can hear it, guys. Now you can hear it. How amateurish. This is better. Dun, 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 dun. All together now.
Oh, God. Is that your sense of wonder there, I saw?
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Go and buy it. $9.99. It's on. I know loads of you have bought it already. It is on Spotify and all those things. So go and buy a physical CD. Go and buy 2 of them. $9.99. You get 10% off with the code TLNA. Catherine, talk to me about Poseidon Safety Management and use the dog, please.
Poor Nick from Poseidon Safety Management is not well at
Oh,
the
we're going
moment.
to do a thing, aren't we? We'll do that in a minute.
We
yes.
were hoping that you might love bomb him a bit on Twitter.
Send a tweet to @PoseidonSafe. Include me and Catherine in it with the hashtag TLNA, sending Nick some love, and we're going to pick a prize winner in about 10 minutes after we've spoken to David and then Paul.
Poseidon Safety Management, they're based in Devon and Cornwall. They've got the 2 counties' biggest they're the 2 counties' biggest
They've got
supplier
the 2
of guard
counties'
dogs.
biggest dogs.
They've got big dogs.
Massive dogs.
They've also got some small dogs that are very useful. One of those dogs there, Zeus, his best friend is a little terrier. And when we saw that little terrier on camera when we had the last meeting with Nick, we said, oh, what does he do? Oh, he's after the bad guys too. He's extra nippy. So, Poseidon Safety Management, if you want something watching by people who care about what happens to your community, it's Poseidon Safety Management. They do manned guarding, they do guard dogs, and they also do mobile patrols.
Abbey Care Group Specialist Addictions Recovery Clinics. We didn't get a chance to go and look at their website. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll have a little tour around one of their recovery centres. Clinics in Glasgow and Gloucester. What is a recovery clinic? Well, it's residential. I think the minimum is 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. 2 to 4 is generally the standard. And you go in there and you kind of let them take over and give you a regime to help you get clean. And it is a really great starting point for recovery from booze, drugs, gambling, sex, food, all of them. Shopping, anything that is damaging your life and is causing you shame and guilt, they will be able to help. Ain't cheap. Quite often a company's insurance will cover it. If you have health insurance, that might cover it. Or if you can fund it yourself. If you say you heard it here, you get 25% off. At some point in the new year, I think we're going to be doing a show from there. So that will be good. Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Talk to me about the big man.
Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, they will help you through one of the toughest times in your life, and they'll try and make it as undramatic as possible. They will not pitch you against your ex. They won't create problems where there aren't any, and where there are problems, they will try and help you find some sort of solution that is going to make it easier for your family to move on once the divorce is final, because you're still going to be mum and dad. Have a word with Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. They're brilliant.
Okay, right, let's try David again, and then we missed a call from Paul. Don't forget, my fingers are deadly weapons, guys. My fingers are deadly weapons. Hello.
Skyping ages.
Apparently, why is everyone so
I think
down
Skype
on
is a bit like Hotmail.
Oh, Skype is definitely the old thing. They used to be the market leader, and they definitely did something wrong. So.
What is the market? Because what we want, everyone's going, oh, you should go on Discord. But we want a phone number.
You want a phone number? You can still have a phone number.
Not on Discord.
No, but you can still have Skype open, but just like take Discord calls anyway.
Then I'm not convinced by Discord. Whoa, thank you for the bits. That's very, very generous. Anyway, David, how can we help you this evening?
So I saw you on Twitch front page. I was about to go and watch some like gaming Twitch guy, and I saw you, and I was like, I don't know what this is because it started auto playing, and it said about addiction, and well, I hate to admit it, but as of yesterday, I kind of like come to terms that I am addicted to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, when I was younger, there's a game called CS:GO, and there's skins which have monetary value. And I just got really badly into gambling from like 16 to 18 to the point where I lost $8,000 in 15 minutes.
Gosh.
On like, so CS:GO used to have a bunch of skin sites where you could go and gamble on the site, which have now since been closed down because they do see them as gambling. And one of them was a coin flip where you basically, each gem is worth $1 and you do a flip 50-50, you pick heads or tails, and whoever gets it gets the money. So, yeah, I ended up losing $8,000 in 15 minutes to the same person doing 1K flips. And then later on, it came out that CS:GO Wild was a big scam and it was all fixed. So,
wow.
Anyway, so from there, I kind of haven't gambled since. I've had a few relapses where I've like lost a bit of money, but not as big as that. So yeah, I'm 24 years old now. So I've always been a big boy, not a super big boy, just a big boy, like 14.5 stone or whatever, 5'9", so kind of chunky on the sides. And I recently, maybe like a year and a half ago, went to the gym, and I proper got into the gym. I know it must have been like the beginning of the year, because then COVID started and I fell out of it. Of course, they closed everything, and then I became a lump, and then of course gym came back, so I redid it, and it started again, and now I'm currently at my biggest ever. So I also used to have a girlfriend for 3 years, but we recently split up, so now I'm living alone, which I think is making me eat more. So I know, like you were saying earlier, you were saying about how like with addiction you have that like quick fix and then it's gone. It's literally like that. Like while you're eating it, you feel like cloud nine, and then it's done, and then you just feel guilty. But since maybe 14, I've been purging. So, just as soon I basically like drink like 2 liters of water and then throw up everything that I ate to try and get rid of it. And it's kind of come back now, but that basically caused really bad teeth issues, which I've now plucked up the courage to go to the dentist. I've actually got the dentist in the morning as well.
Wow. Good work though.
So,
good.
Yeah. Well, I had 4 cracked teeth, and they took out 3 last time via private, and then tomorrow is my next session where they take out the last one. So I mean, it's the start of something new. But I was watching yesterday. I just stumbled upon it. I was playing a game, and I was watching it on the side. Do you guys know Healthy Gamer GG? You know, he does a bunch of he's a really big Twitch streamer who does a bunch of interviews with Twitch streamers about, you know, mental awareness and all of that. I watched one of his YouTube videos, which was the full VOD of him going in an interview with a bunch of people from NoFap, and I kind of like my friends. They joke about no.
Hang on a minute. Why are we getting all these Peterson people calling us up all of a sudden? Are we on a forum or something? No. Give me an honest answer. Why are we getting all of these Peterson people calling us up? Why? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I know what NoFap is. So, right. So why? It just seems odd, doesn't it, that we get... Was it Jordan Peterson? Is that his name? It just seems odd that we got a call yesterday about Jordan Peterson, and then we get a call today about Jordan Peterson, and I just wonder... Oh, you don't know? Don't lie to me. Okay. I think you know. No one can hear you. Your microphone's off. I can hear you. They can't. No one can hear you, and I'm not interested. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that your tone is identical to the guy that we had yesterday calling up about the same thing? Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't that a coincidence, though? Do you not think that's a coincidence that we get a Jordan Peterson caller yesterday, and then we get one today? Isn't that odd?
No, I
Don't you think that's weird?
Yeah. No, I generally get what you mean, but I
Yeah.
don't know who Peterson is.
I don't believe you.
I mean, how do you?
I've been doing this for 20 years, and I know when someone is bullshitting me.
Wait, I'm not bullshitting. I can show you my.
Where did you get $8,000 at the age of 16?
I can show you my CS:GO gambling. I've got it all on YouTube.
Where did you get $8,000?
I was working.
At the age of 16?
No. So CS:GO. So I lost it all when I was 18. So when I was 18, I was working at a company called Copart, which is an auto salvage yard, and literally I used to spend my paychecks, which was like £1,400 a month, on CS:GO skins. And I've got all the videos on YouTube. You can search it up. It's called KMF, where I used to do all these trade up videos. And then my last video on there, or my second last video, is me losing 8,000 to a Twitch streamer called Simple, who is a CS:GO streamer. Well, I don't know who.
Okay.
Is.
All right. Maybe I'm wrong. It happens, but I'm going to err on the side of caution.
Okay. No, I completely understand.
Might be wrong. But your radar went off when it came up. My radar went off when he's sending all these messages.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm going to err on the side of caution. You know. Maybe I'm wrong. NoFap.
Yeah. I think it's something the Proud Boys are into, isn't it?
The science cited on NoFap is said to come from anti-porn activist Gary Wilson, an Oregon man with no scientific training or background who's made a career peddling pseudoscience. It may not be connected to Peterson, but it's of that world. And there was something not sitting right there. I might be wrong. But I'm going to err on the side of caution. And it's just the way that first message was sent to us was really similar. We had a caller yesterday. Maybe I should have let the whole call go out, actually. But he said, I don't know what your stream is about, but I wonder if I could tell my story. And the message here is, sorry to message you on Skype. It's the first time I tuned in and not exactly sure what you guys specifically cover. I'm addicted to sex and stuff like that. It was that. Just tuned in and I'm not exactly sure what you guys specifically cover. I mean,
yeah.
There we go. You go. I'm clear. I'm clear. You Google no fat Peterson. I'm clear.
Here's what gets.
I'm clear.
What
I'm
gets
clear,
my
thank
spidey
you.
senses tingling. When someone comes straight in with some quite serious revelations, and then starts to monologue a bit.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was
Yeah.
the monologuing.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm cool with that. Just that this channel isn't for you. You're in the Twitch. You're on the Twitch homepage. Yep, that's great. That's what we are. Yeah. The reference to the video about me. Okay, that's great. Thanks. We are. But I'm going to say goodbye. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh, look, that looks very... Your avatar, it looks very much like a Pepe kind of meme. 2 followers. You've got no videos. Goodbye. No, I'm happy with that one. I'm happy. I don't know who Jordan Peterson is. Funny, because it's all connected.
I don't know what this show covers, but I'm about to tell you my most intimate secrets. Quick. I don't know. Just didn't feel right to me either.
Loads of you spotted it, and Will Varley. I suddenly thought about last night's call when we heard the gambling story was on the same page as you. For me, it was that he sent us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. That first one made, and that picture, and that first one made me think, nah. That's why I said nah.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Should we have a palate cleanser?
Yeah, go on.
Rhythmic Paul called.
Oh, Paul! Who's actually Jordan
Nina
Peterson's son.
Cecilia, Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Also, you've got the rest of the internet to find out what that is. We don't need it here.
It's not my job to educate you.
No.
Well, could be. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Oh, this is close. Whoa, I need to get back a little bit here. What is going on, dude? Hang on a minute. Is that your actual real bedroom in the house you live in?
Real bedroom in the house I live in. Yeah.
You got windows on at least 2 sides of that room.
Yeah, it's very
That is
hotel
sexy,
chic,
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is great.
Yeah, we don't let light come in though.
Okay, hang on a minute. Anglicane, goodbye.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. And good luck with that. Who is that the one who asked who Peterson was?
No.
What the problem is?
I'm not sure what.
Goodbye.
That was. I can have a look.
Goodbye. And then just said, but Peterson was recommended.
Can I ask why he's a bad man?
Peterson was recommended to me by the NHS, and he's really helped me. Goodbye. No. Goodbye. Listen, this is our show. This is our channel. I don't want any of that crap there. If we... What was that? What was that?
That was my wife.
Barking? Did she bark like a dog?
No, she did not bark like a dog.
She's experiencing hangnail discomfort.
Oh dear. She's bearing it bravely though, I can tell.
Clippers have been out already. This is post-surgery, so things are not going well.
De Briggsy,
Really.
thank you for the sub. And De Briggsy's message is Phil Paulbert.
My friend from school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've known him since I was 9 or 10 years old.
Do you want me to
That
ban
sounds
him?
like a ban, yeah.
You want me to ban
No,
him?
God, no.
I'll ban him.
Give him a VIP.
Can we time De Briggsy out, please, for the duration of
Oh
this
my
call?
God.
Time him out at the request of Paul MBE. Mods, time him out for 5 minutes, please. Thank you, Paul. We got your email, so it's being sorted now.
You guys are terrible.
Here we go. Kate
Naughty.
says, for some reason, it was only today I realised, I remember this, that my original TLNA membership card and record was delivered via Rhythmic Paul MBE.
Boom.
Because there was a mix-up and you went and took it round.
Oh, that's all right, you see.
What a
Small
world. Wow, Gatford's timed out to Briggsy for
That's
600
outrageous,
seconds.
come on.
That's 10 minutes. I said 5.
Gatford. He's got a very heavy ban hammer.
Timed out by royal approval. Wow, it's kicking off tonight. Kicking off tonight. Anyway, Paul.
Yes.
I'm feeling uncomfortable now after that call and the call last night. Feeling uncomfortable. Because part of me thinks, well, maybe I called it wrong. I don't think I did.
I think that was the point.
But even if I did call it wrong, that's fine. But this has made me uncomfortable. Go away. Go away. You won't get any... This is not for you. This is a lovely, beautiful place that we are creating that's lovely and silly. Go away. You won't get anything out of us.
Also, this is one of those safe spaces that Jordan Peterson despises, so off you pop.
You won't... we have control. I have control of the faders. If Catherine tells me to cut someone off, I'll cut them off and then I'll ask her why.
I think some people are under the mistaken belief that this is some kind of democracy, but no, it's a benign dictatorship.
But also...
And sometimes not that benign.
We've got between us about 40 years experience of doing this, right? We ain't those amateurs on BBC London. We know what we're doing. Our radar, that first message, the radar went bing, bing, bing. So just play. You're not gonna.
I don't know what this. I don't know what this stream is, but I'm going to spill my guts. Just doesn't ring true for me.
Every time he said something I didn't recognise, I was googling it and then going back to the fader. So there was no fap. Fader down. Goodbye. So it's just go away. Not you, Paul. It's a pleasure.
Although he's about to expound the benefits of no fap, I'm pretty sure.
I've been watching some Tommy Robinson videos on YouTube, and actually, he makes some really good points. Go on, go, speak.
Yeah, no, I primarily called in because I heard my name being used, and then I thought actually, have we had a Big Boy bulletin today?
Oh,
Big Boy's not come back. Came back yesterday morning for breakfast, and I've not seen him since. I'm hoping that in 3 or 4 days he has his adventures and realises it's cold and it's wet and he's not got as much food out there as he has got here. But I'm also prepared to accept that he might not come back. But I'm really sad about it. I'm really sad.
Sorry. I have a good feeling personally.
Screw you.
Yeah, I know cats. They like dinners.
It'll be, but here's the thing. It'll be what it'll be, right? I had him in this house, I think it was about 7 weeks. Sorry, my tongue is killing me. About 7 weeks. And I showed him affection and love and food and water, and I got to stroke him a few times when he was eating, but not much. And he slept on my bed 3 times. I did all I could do. I wanted to let him go after I'd had 2 weeks of him sitting with me, but that may never have happened. And he sat at the back door crying that he wanted to go out. So I did all I could do. It was the right thing to let him go, and it's up to him now.
Yeah.
It's up to him. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, baby boy, I miss you so. Please come back to Daddy Lee.
Meanwhile, Patty's quite glad he's gone.
Oh yeah, the other cats are over the moon. The other cats are over the moon.
The purring has gone up by about 25%.
It is what it is, and we'll see. We'll see. Anything else? No, you've broken my heart.
No.
Thank you for your kind message the other day. Have we still got it today?
No, I lost it.
Yes, we do.
Yes, baby. Yeah, baby boy. Yeah, baby boy. You've been on my mind. Fulfill my fantasy. Oh. What do we do?
I think we have a little think about it.
David's messaged us. I've never spoke to someone about this. I was nervous. I'm nervous and scared, mostly about my pornography addiction, which wasn't mentioned in the call. Are you going to face cam?
Yeah, is it all right for me to log in on my phone and call you on there then?
Yep.
Yeah, no worries. Give me 2 seconds. I'll call you back.
We're going to go on a little. We're going to get in a car with a stranger. See where we go. You up for this? It's the same guy. Same guy. Going to get in a car with a stranger. Go for a drive through the woods.
Let me try and hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you as well. Hi. So, yeah.
So tell me about this pornography addiction.
So since I was a young kid, I first experienced pornography on my dad's laptop, and I think it was through like those games back in, like, I don't know how long it was, like 15 years ago, that used to be like pornography games. That's how I like first got accustomed to it, like those mini clip sites that would just have pornography games.
Yeah.
And since then, it became a kind of big part of my life, where there would be times where I would do it. I would masturbate multiple times a day. I feel really weird saying that because I genuinely have never spoke to anyone about this. And it got to it. So the whole thing I was talking about, the video yesterday with him, because it was randomly on my recommended, was one of them said that
I don't want to talk about the no fap stuff.
No. It's just something that he said. Which
No.
was,
I don't want to. I don't want to talk about the no fap stuff. I want to talk about you.
Okay. Do you want to ask me a question? Basically, it's been getting to a point where I would do it. I could masturbate up to like 3 times a day to pornography. Like I know it's an addiction now. I've tried stopping. I can't stop. I just I just thought it was weird that you guys came up, so I came to speak to you, and I only sent you the big prologue because those 4 addictions that I've had, which was gambling, eating, pornography, and what else did I think was an addiction when I messaged you?
I don't remember. What? I know what my addictions are.
Gambling. Okay, so I've never drank. I've never drank alcohol. Never taken drugs my whole life. So that hasn't been for me. But pornography, I feel like I'm doing it, and then I'm getting that quick rush, as you said before, and then I kind of go into a space where I procrastinate. I don't work. I do work from home. I do my day job, but I don't. After I do that, I'm not productive, and I just feel sleepy and stuff like that. And I've never got any help for any of my things. My gambling, I've tried stopping myself, and it's kind of working. Pornography, I've never really stopped doing it since I was, 11, 12.
So have you tried to stop?
I've tried to mentally say I'm not going to do it, and I can do like a day, and then I just go back to it, and then it starts the same cycle. I've also had a period where I started gym, and when I started gym and I was with my ex, I could go like, I don't know, 3 weeks without doing it, like not even having to think about pornography. I could just do it as if pornography didn't exist. I felt no need to masturbate or even look at pornography, and I feel like it's because I was content at life. I'd have my structured day, which is currently what I don't think I have now. Like my sleeping patterns and all. Like I said, I've got a dentist at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and then I've got work all day. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what you want from us. I wish you the very best of luck overcoming it. I'm a sex addict. I'm a drug addict. I'm an alcoholic. And I got clean through the 12 steps, and it's every day, is a new day, and I have to start all over again.
That's fantastic. Genuinely, I didn't know who you were before the stream today. So I didn't know what you could offer. I just felt like I wrote out that big long paragraph on Skype, not knowing like what you could do. I just wanted to like get it out there. That
Good. Well done. How do you feel now you've got it out there?
I feel kind of good that I've spoke to someone, because I mean I didn't even tell my girlfriend about it. She kind of knew. She'd caught me a few times coming into the room masturbating to pornography, and kind of had that weird kind of, I'm here, why are you doing that? And I couldn't even explain it. Like it was the quick high I was getting from doing it that kind of did it for me. And I can't even explain. I can't explain it to her now about why I did do that, but it literally was the quick high. Like I even had the choice to go and do stuff with her, but it just wasn't the same as the pornography. And like I said, I sent you the big paragraph because I've never spoke to anyone, and it felt like getting something off my chest. And I feel like, this is
well done.
I don't know what steps is, so I definitely will look at that after this. But I appreciate you taking my call.
It's a pleasure, and I appreciate you sharing that. And we have to be very careful with the calls that we take. And I just think that there's some similarities with the call that we had yesterday in terms of language and phraseology. But if your story is genuine, I wish you the very best of luck. There is an alternative, and I would suggest, as opposed to looking at videos set up by a far right group that looks down on women, I would suggest that there is a much better alternative, and I would SLAA, SLAA, Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, I think is an excellent start for your problem, and I would thoroughly recommend them.
Can you give me that one more time?
SLAA. Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. It's based on the 12 steps. It's derived from Alcoholics Anonymous, and I can thoroughly recommend it.
I've got it here. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and your help.
All right. Nice one, man. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. It's all right.
Thank you. Who knows?
I tell you what I do know. Every prick in the chat making a joke about wanking, get stuffed.
Yeah.
Get stuffed. I've got that. You want to make a joke about me, what the lengths I went to get cocaine, because I'd bang you for that. So get stuffed. It's not funny. Oh, it's sex. Oh, it's sex. It's got a sex addiction. It's fun. Get stuffed. Grow the fuck up. Excuse me. No more F's on this stream, Catherine, please. Grow up. Making jokes about it. You want to make jokes about a bloke who's pissed and passed out in the street? Is that funny? Because it's the same thing. So people making jokes about it, you've really disappointed me. Still not sure.
No, but if he was genuine, we did the right thing. If he wasn't genuine, we did the right thing.
Here's the thing. I think we were as kind as we could be in that situation. And you're right. Someone says, I think that may be half and half. Maybe his addiction led him to an ugly place for help. That's possible. But we also, we have a responsibility to protect you and to protect us and to protect this box that we are in.
Also,
this is our job. He
may or may not have been genuine. I can guarantee there's someone watching this now who's never spoken about it and is less likely to do so with attitudes that we were seeing there.
Now this is old me. I feel bad. What we did.
No, I think we gave.
We've got to protect. We have to protect this show.
Mm-hmm.
We have to protect this show. That is our job. To protect it. That's what we did.
Who knows? Who knows? If he's not genuine, that's on him.
If he is genuine, then we're all going to die.
I don't think so. You gave him good advice.
Right. Let's. We're going to pick a winner for our Poseidon.
Why delete mods? Surely it's healthy to talk about. I commented before. I hope it wasn't judged as a joke. I thought because
who said that?
This is
David Williams. What did David Williams say?
I can tell you exactly what David.
We're always
going
to wear on the side of caution.
Tell him we all knock one off. More so in teens. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolute
That's like saying, don't worry about the amount you drink. We all get a little bit pissed sometimes. He's saying it's a problem. You've got to believe him. If someone's telling you that it's a problem and it's ruining their lives, okay, they may not be doing it as much as you do and you think you can handle it, But it's a big problem to them.
But hold up, masturbation is healthy, and even in relationships is healthy. We're not saying who said that masturbation is unhealthy? Who said that? Oh God, we're going on tonight, aren't we? Hello, James.
Now then, how's it going?
David saying no, I didn't mean that. Well, that's how it came across. That's why we.
It's going very well, James.
Yeah, good. I don't know if he enjoyed your sort of telling off voice. Said it was good. You were naming the wrongs of the chat and stuff, but I've not heard your stern voice like that before. That was.
What did you make?
Well, he wasn't doing it to impress you.
David, you said it clumsily, so it was read as it was written. Just get over it, dude. Anyway, James, how may we be of assistance to you? We're going to look for a winner for someone who sent a nice.
I could come.
Okay. Yes.
There we go.
Right. You're gonna. Do you want to pick a winner for us, James?
Go on then. What is it?
So we are going to. We have got a few entries to people that have sent nice tweets to Poseidon Safe, and I want you to pick a winner, right? So I've got 4 in front of me. We're going to go with these, right?
Honoured.
First one is from Dan. Big up Poseidon Safe, keeping the area safe and supporting the great TLNA with Ian Lee and Catherine Boyle. You're great, and we all appreciate you. Next one is from iBarry2K. Catherine?
Oh, Poseidon Safe. Love you guys. Keep the gaff safe. And then he's tagged us in it.
Okay. Third one, Kate. Watching TLNA with Ian and Catherine. Hear that Nick from Poseidon Safe isn't very well. Wishing him a speedy recovery and that he's back to Twitter spats with Richard Emerso very soon. And the final one from Spiderfish, number 4.
I don't like.
Well, what about Aaron's?
Oh, hang on. Well, James, you don't like the Spiderfish?
I think I'd called him one time, and I was sharing about the bum toucher, and he was. We had all these bits coming through, these noises, and Spider Monkey was a prime culprit and all that.
All right, in that case. No, in that
Spider
case.
fish or spider monkey?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, careful then.
We're going to read Spider. This is number 4. You are a wonderful establishment who make the world a magically safe and better place. I have to say, for legal reasons, Poseidon Safety do no magic.
No.
It's not magic. And you've got one there from Aaron.
Yeah, Nick, I would like to wish you the best in this difficult moment of your life and hope you get well soon. On your recovery, I would suggest you bury the hatchet with Richard Emerson and become the ultimate Twitch sponsor faction.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I think it's got to be number 2, Barry. He kept it simple, but...
Really?
Yeah, Barry.
Barry's was rubbish.
Keep the gaff safe.
I don't know, the others felt like they were brown-nosing a bit. I know it's got to be nice, but Barry just seemed like straight to the point. Yeah, so I choose Barry, whether you go with that.
Well done, Barry. You won at Balcony Shirts. Barry has won a TLNA shirt. Can you help? There we go. There we go. All right then, James, how can we help you?
Oh no, I just thought I'd call up. I like talking to you and that. I've had a bit of a mad few days. I've been on the sniff bender the last couple of days, so I've come back down today. But the old noise.
How did that work out for you?
It was I wasn't sniffing on my own. I was with a girl who I meet up with, and we have these sessions sometimes. It's not as good as it used to be, but
It sounds horrendous.
Yeah,
but also, I'm going to stop you going. I don't want to know any more about it because at the moment I'm so close to my relapse that there is actually part of me going badong, badong, badong. So I'm going to be healthy and I'm going to say I'm sorry you went through that, and I hope that you get some kind of insight from that experience. And don't take this the way that you might take it. But I'm going to end this call now for my own protection. Is that okay?
Oh no, well done, mate. Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much indeed. That means I'm allowed to have a spliff.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. There we go. Right. So we did that. We've got a winner. That is great. It's funny because there's me. There were 2 me's then that you saw. The first me was I actually putting. Jesus. The first me was. This is the image I need to present. How was it? I'm saying all the NA stuff. The second me was the one I grasped up that's going, oh yeah, a few days coke bender with a girl. That sounds, there's the part of me. And you can see me getting nervous talking about it. I grasped myself up that I was feeling that.
Well, I did wonder.
Otherwise I would have carried that to bed tonight. And that's, you know, a year down the line, I could hear something like that and steer it. 37 days down the line, no, couldn't hear it. It's that close. It's that close to me.
Yeah.
It's that close.
Yeah. I don't even think we should underestimate the power of it in however many days.
I've picked up after 13 years, so yeah. But I'm not. But I'm just saying I would be able to have a recovery conversation a lot better.
Also, I got the vibe from James that he wasn't sorry, really. So you don't need to hear that.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a cat on my lap, so careful.
That's what I was talking to.
Well done.
I love you, mate. Bit shit, isn't it? It's a bit shit.
You'll be all right.
It will be. I did 2 meetings today.
Well done. You just got to keep saying the stuff that you're trying. That the
keep
addiction
grassing
is
myself up.
Exactly. The addiction lives in secrecy, doesn't it?
Keep grassing myself up.
Yeah. That moment where you think I shouldn't say this.
Yeah.
The moment you've got to speak up.
That's when I need to say it. Well, it's been some show tonight.
We've been all over the shop, haven't we?
I don't know. I still don't know about that guy. Samaritans can always help if you're really desperate.
Beth saying, how do you feel you'd feel if Catherine led it and you listened? Would that be still... Yeah, it would be difficult for him. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, be tricky.
I wouldn't do it.
Every now and then it pops up in the chat, the numbers for NA, Narcotics Anonymous, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I haven't included... There are several sex ones. The 2 kind of main ones are Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, SLAA, S-L-A-A, or SAA, Sex Addicts Anonymous. There is a 3rd, Sex Anonymous, but that is that's really hardcore, and they don't tell you where the meetings are until a little bit before the meeting.
Right.
You've got minutes, and that's proper hardcore.
Grande Lazio? No. You can have an imaginary one.
Okay.
No, don't delete that, Gatford. You just said, can I have a cuddle?
Oh, Gatford, you racist.
Honestly, God.
If in doubt, time out. Chewy banana, a chewy banana. Everybody wants to chew on his banana, but it's
chewy
bruised
banana,
and
though.
it's dirty and its skin is falling off.
It shouldn't be chewy.
That bit of string gets stuck in your gob. Chewy banana, chewy banana.
Hey, tomorrow it's going to be variety stroke talent night.
Talent show.
Yeah, so it's going to be great.
You're welcome to the talent show. You are welcome to the talent show. You are welcome to the talent show. This is tonight, Tuesday Club, first Tuesday
It's
Club.
Italian, Gatford, you racist.
It's the first kind of Tuesday Club where it's been aimed at being spiritual.
Yeah.
I think we achieved it.
We did.
But also, we're not perfect and we'll make mistakes. Maybe we made a mistake with that lad.
I'd rather err on the side of caution at the moment.
Yeah,
and I
would.
think you get that, don't you?
We have to be so careful because my name is now linked with the BBC London story because apparently I'm the only person that was outraged by it. It's nuts, but I know what it is. It's because I was in the jungle. So it is guy that's been on telly calls out BBC. You know, you get that. But we did get a lot of attention yesterday on the show, if you saw it, from the person that had called up BBC London. I think it was that person called up 3 times. Not one M word got through. Just saying. And there is a vibe. There is a vibe. And we are experts at reading that vibe.
Yeah.
So best to give him options rather than regret it. Well, we gave him suggestions. Thank you for the bits, Banan. But I would rather keep this place protected at the expense of offending someone mistakenly than have a complete.
It's really important because there are people who come on this show and who talk to us that wouldn't feel safe anywhere else.
So similar to that call yesterday.
It was.
That language was so similar.
But it may be that he's just, he's found himself in that rabbit hole.
There is an alternative. Porn and sex is a really tough one to get past. Right, we are gonna do. Oh, I don't know if I've done. I don't think I've done enough. I forgot to do these. Fine, Right, so we're going to do a little raid now, guys. Oh, do you know what we need now? You know what we need now? We need Black Mario.
Oh, of course we do.
If the world needed a superhero, it's right now, and it's Black Mario. This is exact. If you've not seen Black Mario,
you're about to have your mind blown.
You're in for a treat. This guy
that
might be a little bit sweary.
Yeah, but you've never been on a hype train like this one.
This guy is brilliant. You're going to love this if you've not seen him before, and I know some of you have seen him before. So I think you're going to enjoy this. This is one of my favourites. Oh, look, he's playing Animal Crossing. Enjoy. We'll see you tonight at 9 for the talent show. Thank you.
Good night.